scrubbing and cleaning his home. I'm in love with the Chinese dragon, and oh, he thrills me so. Que ça fait rien de ton dragon que tu tiens dans la maison. Que ça fait pas plier tes mains, ma chère Gaga. I felt so happy when he still down me, so cozy, slimy, slithery. We drank Chinese tea out of Chinese cups. I thought this day would never stop. Ton amoureux y avec sa queue, courant heureux tous les deux. Ah ah, je ne comprends pas que tu y aimes ça, c'est vraiment dégueulasse. Ah 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 ah, ouh, ouh, just tell me what to do. Oh yeah. Ah 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 ah, help me get down on my knee.
I am muted. Muted? Unmuted. We're unmuted. There we go. Hell yeah. Very wire-esque, exactly. Start with no audio. Perfect. Fuck, I don't even recognize any of you people. It is going to be a little scuffed tonight. Whatever. It's technical difficulties. It's complicated. Everything's going to work, but I can't have chat on screen. And I'm pretty sure, does my soundboard work?
Yeah. Yes.
Are you a retard?
I think it works. Did you guys hear any of that? Broke out the spotlight. Let's go. Oh, what up, Jones? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Oh, thank you for the super chat, CJ. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't think super chats are working, are they? Again, it's a little bork tonight, but thanks for everything you and your non-Jewish snaz did for us, employed folks this season. As you do every season, here's my $10 cuke for the season pass. Bash Stay the Hardest. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I look like TOD's brother from... I don't understand what that question is. What's the call-in about? Ah, yes, Collins. I should probably do this. Put some instructions. Okay, I do it here. Oh, I could do it right from here, right? Perfect. Okay, so these are the instructions. If you want to call in and talk to me, what's up, Bash Farn? Thank you for becoming an intern. Appreciate that. Yeah, so if you want to call in, talk to me, talk about Fishtank Season 5. Step 1, join Discord. I'm going to pin this as like the top comment in chat so you guys will be able to see it. Step 1, join Discord. And then I'll put a link to my Discord. How do you link a Discord? I'm such a boomer. I'm so like boomer coded. Copy server ID. Is that it? Create event. Server settings. How the fuck do you invite the server? There we go. Copy. So step 1, join fuck. God damn it. Pin. Can I edit this once it's pinned? I can't. Fuck. Okay. Hold on. I fucked that up. I already fucked up. Step 1. Okay. Give me a second here, guys. Step 1. Join Discord. Thank you, David. I appreciate the $10 eenies. Step 1, join Discord. Okay. Can I not do like shift enter to go to the next line? Is that not a thing? I'll just do a bunch of spaces. Step 2. Join waiting room VC. That's basically it. That's all you need to do. And we'll just pin that one. Replace pin message. There we go. So that's it. Just join the Discord. Link is in the pinned comments. Join the waiting room, which of course I misspelled. Go me. And then we'll bring you in like one at a time and just start talking to you. There's some people already in there. That's basically it. Not more complicated than that. You're applying to be on Fishtank season 6. I saw that like the applications were already like open. That's pretty crazy. I wonder what the downtime's going to be. Before we start taking in calls, anyone in chat have any questions for me? I could just field a couple questions here. You're trying to be frank too. Yeah, well, we saw how that... Oh my god, not this again. Fuck. I feel like this happened the last time. Unusual activity detected. Of course. Mark is resolved, right? Increased activity is normal. No action needed. Mark is resolved. Yeah. This happened the last time where too many people were joining too quickly and then it like shut down my Discord. Did you catch Bert's phone number? No, but I mean, I've streamed with Bert a bunch of times. I could get his phone number pretty easily. I literally could just ask him. You look jacked, dude. Thank you. I'm actually, I've definitely lost a lot of muscle. Fucking, I got so fat during Fishtank. It sucks. I basically can't work out for a month, so. Actually, no, not jacked. Fucking fat as shit right now. General thoughts on season 5. I mean, I'm probably gonna be asked this a million times tonight, so I'll do like the condensed version of it. But you know, it was. If I'm giving it a number grade out of 10, probably like a solid 6, like above average. Like it was still enjoyable. Oh, what's up? Well, thank you, Wowzers Tigers, for the $2 I appreciate it. I still think it was good. If it's not like it wasn't amazing. It wasn't seasons 1 to 4. You know what I mean? But I think it had like enough good moments that were still enjoyable. Where there are a lot of non-tent moments, yes, but I feel like people forget that every season, a lot of it is just nothing. There's not a lot going on. That happens all the time. So like that I'm kind of used to by this point. It was the complete tonal shift where it just feels less, for lack of a better term, masculine, I think. And things feel less purposeful. Like I'm not shitting on James Drake here. I actually do like James Drake. And I wasn't enjoying it at the time. I thought the final challenge was kind of bullshit. But in hindsight, thinking back on it, having like the jacked normie who clearly has some grappling experience, beat the shit out of the two autistic girls that like have no, like they don't have control over their own bodies even. It's like, that's pretty funny in hindsight. That actually is pretty funny. But yeah, it didn't feel, I don't know, it felt like there was no payoff that came with it though. Like it didn't feel earned. And I don't think that's James Drake's fault. You know what I mean? But he also did piss and shit himself, so I go back and forth. It was like Diet Fish Tank. What's up, Aiden Smith? Long time no see. Yeah. I don't know if I would go that far, but I don't know if I would have to think about that more. I don't know. I'd have to think. Yeah. I'd have to think, but I might agree with you. Anywho, Tulip, do you want to bring in the first person, please? Can we do that? We'll go to calls. Synapse Burst, what up?
Oh, hey, do you hear me?
Yes, I can. What's up, dude?
You hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, nice. Yeah, what up, man?
Hold on.
I first wanted to say
2 seconds. Just
thanks
2 seconds.
a lot.
Just stop talking for 2 seconds. Just
uh,
stop talking for 2. Okay, I was trying to listen
sorry.
to the super chat. Thank you, Scott Pilgrim. I appreciate the $5. Favorite or least favorite? Bashir. Okay, well, more super chats are coming in. Okay, well, I appreciate it, Luke. Favorite or least favorite? Bashir. Least favorite? Probably whatever the fat Asian bitch's name was. I already forgot her name. Kindness or something like that. Whatever. Who cares? Moving on. Back to you, my guest.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Burst.
I was the stream still running, and I had a time delay because of that.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. So what's up?
Okay, so I wanted to say, first of all, thanks a lot for all your good comments. It was really nice. Like, some people gave you shit, but I mean, you must have taken so much time to watch all of this. It was pretty amazing. Thanks for that. Because I don't have the time to watch it all the time, you know.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so can I ask 2 questions?
Yes, you can right after this. Thank you, David, for the $5. I appreciate it. Continue.
Okay, first, I wanted to know how you find the time to do all of this. Like, are you literally watching this 24/7, or do you have a lot of people who send you the most important stuff?
No, yeah. I mean, this is a one-man operation. I honestly think it would be more difficult if I had more people working on it, to be honest with you. But that's like a whole other thing.
Ah, okay.
I think basically, what was the question? Sorry, I'm super tired right now. Can you just restate your question?
My last question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just how you doing all of that. Do you watch it all on your own all day, or?
Yeah. So I mean, for the most part, you know, nothing's, and this isn't just indicative of this season. Every season, it's like kind of nothing's happening for most of the day, and then there's like generally 4, 5, maybe 6 hours if it's a busy day where things are actually happening and I actually have to like condense that stuff. But like most stuff I leave out because it's either like not important to the plot or it's uninteresting. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Like a lot of it, like I'm listening at the very least at all times, but a lot of it's just kind of not important. So during those hours when things kind of die down, that's when I go like hard with editing to kind of like catch up. I'm basically always trying to like catch up to like whatever's happening now, essentially.
Yeah, I get it. But I think the stuff you're choosing is mostly the most interesting stuff. You're doing a good job, man.
Well, thank you. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, because I'm trying to make it like almost like a show, I guess, in a sense, or as like close as that I could do in such a short time frame, because I'm always working in like, you know, I have like 20 hours max basically to like make the video, you know? So
yeah, no, that's crazy. You also do all this music and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, so my second question would be, because you already told us how you would rate the season, but what I would like to know is how much where does it stand compared to the other seasons for you? And maybe as a second question to that,
Yeah.
do you think it's worse because of people like Frank and Sam missing, or do you think some was better, or what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, well, where do I rank? It's hard to say rank wise, because I was thinking about like my first inclination is that like my favorite is 3, but if I'm thinking of like which season was the best, half of 3 fucking sucks, right? It's like a week of them doing Famous House 2.0 and then 2 weeks of them in Vegas or whatever. Like half of season 3 fucking blows, and season 2 was 2 weeks. So like, I think solely based on that, like those have to be below seasons 1 and 2. I would probably put like, and this is like separate from what my favorites are. Like Blood Games, I think would be number 1, season 2, season 1, 3, 4. And then the question comes in, just the fact alone that season 5 finished, I think by default almost kind of has to put, I know it's not going to be a popular answer, but I think by default it almost kind of has to put it above 3 and 4. I guess, but personally, from enjoyment, like 3 was the most enjoyable. Even though it was like kind of borked, it just had the best characters like Alex B, Bert, etc. Like from that standpoint, and then it would be like Board Games 2, 1, 4, 5. That's kind of where I'd put it.
Yeah, I would say season 1 was the best, but also like you said, I think the beginning of the Famous House was kind of shit, like because it was kind of weird because the people didn't really know what happened. But
yeah, but
it got us Bert and everything, so it got us pretty much the best character ever, right? So
yeah,
it also had its very good parts.
Yeah, well, the thing about season 3 is that even though like the first week or whatever it was, they were doing like the Famous House thing where no one knew, there was like an element of like mystery there that like it was, I don't know, even if the content wasn't piss and shit play, just from that angle of like them not knowing and then introducing computer and like fucking with them,
Yeah,
like that
true.
part was such a high, and they didn't even have to
Yeah.
do the piss and shit play, and most people weren't complaining. You know what I mean? People weren't complaining that
right,
it was
yeah.
friend house. So like that, I think I think it is kind of doable to water down the content to make it more broad without killing it completely. But you have to, it's Indiana Jones replacing the idol with his bag or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it has to weigh the same or you're
Yeah.
going to get hit with the boulder basically.
Exactly. Yeah, okay, man. That was basically all. So thanks for your time and keep
Hell yeah.
doing your job. You're really
Appreciate
good
it.
at it.
Take care, man.
Okay, see you, man.
Ciao.
Bye.
All right, get the fuck out of here. What are you still doing? Someone get him out.
Wait, how do I leave this? How do I leave this?
Kick him out. Kick this guy. Kick this fucker.
Kick me!
Kick the fucker. Put him in the waiting room. What the fuck? Tulip, you had one job. I'm fucking around. What is chat saying? Lighting is great. Well, thank you. I'm a big fan of police interrogation videos. Nasty foreigner. Yes. Fuck foreign people. Damn Germans. Well, they've done a lot right. Your voice is awesome. Okay, let's chill out with the compliments, please. Guys, if you're going to say anything about me, make it criticism. We don't need compliments. Tulip, are you bringing in the next guest, please? Oh, there we go. What's up, Buttpants? Holy shit. You're muted, Mr. Buttpants. Is it pink? Do it stink? Hell yeah. Greasy hair.
Hey,
This is, dude, my hair's fucking dry as shit. Fuck you, bitch. What's up?
Ooh. Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
You know, doing good this Wednesday.
Hell yeah. So what's up? How'd you enjoy season 5? Who was your favorite fish?
Ooh, favorite fish? Man, I gotta go with Landon. That man just had too many iconic moments this season. And this is the first season I've watched like all the way through.
Yeah.
Landon was too fucking funny. The way production like messed with him along with the fish on top of all the cleaning stuff. I couldn't get enough of that. That was so fucking funny. Also,
Yeah.
the way Landon not being able to recite any line he was given, that gold.
I mean,
Common
outside of
gold.
autism, he has to be dyslexic, right? That's what that is?
I hope so. Also, not hope so because I'm a Wisconsin boy too, so I don't want to give him too bad of a rep. We're not all autistic.
Yeah. No, Landon was funny as shit. I loved Landon. I was a big Landon fan. I think the death nail for Landon was really beating himself up when he sobered up. He would just
that whole arc.
just spend the whole day, because we've all fucking been there too. That's like the sad part is like I think he's just young. He's like 22 or whatever, right? Like if I was 22 and on a reality show and I fucking got blackout drunk and did something retarded and everyone was telling me about it the next morning, that's probably exactly how I would react. So
Yeah.
I feel for him there, but at the same time, it's like you're on a show. You kind of need to pick yourself up.
Yeah, you kind of know what you got yourself into. Like it was
Yeah.
very obvious the man like did not drink a lot before this show and went over the deep end, which awesome for content, but I wonder how he's feeling on the inside now. Not to get too deep with it.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, he's definitely an alcoholic right now. That is for sure.
Oh, you got it. Yeah. The Wisconsin boy right there.
Yeah, he needs fucking rehab. Maybe that's what they should do before season 6 starts. Just put Landon in rehab. You know what I mean?
5.5.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man. What do you think about that finale? I mean, I guess
I go back
did
and
it in
forth.
the recaps and everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't really give my opinion in the recap at all. I just cut it up.
True.
Which is something I was kind of doing consciously. That's a whole other. So I'm sure someone will ask me about that later, so we'll leave that for now. But
Yeah.
at the time, I was like, oh, this makes me uncomfortable. I think that's pretty obvious to everyone.
Yep.
But that's kind of whatever. I got over that pretty quickly because that actually is pretty Fishtank. Like it's Trish getting her hair cut against her will while she's smoking and chugging and getting like her teeth examined.
100%.
It's just that, which also made me uncomfortable watching it live. But I think, I mean, that is like it's pretty brutal. You know what I mean? So I think in that aspect, it actually is pretty Fishtank. The lack of fairness in the competition, at first, that's what I was like pissed about, because I was like, it just, what's the point of even doing this then? Just fucking give them the check, you know what I mean? But then in hindsight, like thinking back on it, you know, a day later or whatever, it actually is very funny to make James Drake do that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, like forcing him into that situation is pretty fucking funny. Especially when everything leading up to that moment just wasn't that. Like, it was such a sharp turn. Like, because Fishtank, there's like a level, or at least season 1 to 4, there was like a level of brutality kind of permeating throughout. And then this was just like one extremely brutal thing right at the end. So it was even more poignant, which I think was probably jarring for a lot of people.
Like out of left field for all those challenges.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have like an exact answer. I'm still back and forth on it. It was funny.
No, I get you.
It was funny, but it was unfair. But that's probably the part that confuses me the most. If their whole fucking thing this season was, oh, we're going to make it the fair season. We're making this the challenge season. We're making this the game season. This is a real show. We're not a stream. And then kind of switch that up halfway through, but kind of not. And then do the final Olympics style challenge that they do every season, and then just have the last challenge be like a total wash, even though they like kind of tailored things to like get the twins to catch up. So like, I don't know, it was odd. It's kind of, I don't know how to think about it yet, truthfully.
No, I really agree with you on all your points on that. Like, Fishtank has always been a torture show. But I guess after watching everybody in season 5 getting to that point of torture, it's like, oh shit. Watching the twins scream like that was crazy.
Yeah.
And then Bert's the classic Fishtank guy in the back, like screaming, like, end them.
Yeah. Well, now that you mentioned that, I just got a super chat. Thank you for the €5, Mr. Agent Smith. Bert screaming, choke the life out of them, had me dying, bro, is savage. I almost considered just zooming in on his face for the edit the entire time, because it was honestly more interesting than watching the two autistic twins get choked out. I kind of almost I thought about it, but I was so tired by that point I didn't bother going back. But like playing the whole scene and then playing it a second time, just zoomed in on Bert's face. I know I did a zoom at one point to try and like earlier on to get people's attention on it, to like focus on it, because I heard him while it was happening live, but I didn't really see it. And then
you're focused on the goo.
Exactly. And then watching it the second time with him fucking cheering on James Drake, screaming, kill them. It's the funniest. It's so fucking funny. It like steals the scene, even though he's in the background. It's amazing.
Exactly. It's like vindication for Bert through the whole challenge, like complaining to Jet and stuff about not it being right. And then watching James Drake finally overtake the twins. He's like, yeah.
It was so insane. Like it was somehow more insane than watching Bingo cry while getting choked.
Yeah.
It was somehow more insane than that, which was even funnier. Yeah, Bert kind of stole the scene with that one somehow. He managed to. He's incredible. He's honestly incredible.
Too true. I was a little washed at first having him bring back the old contestants, but man, him and Alex B and the Dunye and the Guru, those are like honestly highlights of this season.
I mean, honestly, if they could just do like a condensed like 2-week Alex B versus Bert thing, and just like just do Kenny versus Spenny, and just do like challenges with humiliations, and just have it last like a week or two, and it's just them two battling it out, because like them two together, they're literally like I was gonna say Batman and the Joker, but probably like the Joker and the Joker, truthfully. But there is like they are like kindred spirits in some sense. They're like two sides of the same coin. They're just different ends of insanity.
Yeah, no, I'd watch those guys week by week if they had to go challenge against each other.
Yeah, if they do that like road trip thing, like having them two in a confined space, it's like it would be comedy gold for sure.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, that's I'm kind of running out of things to talk
Oh,
about.
it's all good, bud.
So, hey, appreciate pulling me on here and talk with you about this.
Hell
It's
yeah.
been fun watching your recaps throughout the years and going to face with you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Appreciate your work and keep on rocking.
Thank you, Buttpants, and we'll talk to you soon, hopefully. All right, take care,
Hell
man.
yeah, brother.
Are you
Take it
pulling him
easy.
out, Tulip? Okay, I'll pull him out. All you have to do is just drag them back in the. What the fuck is this shit?
Is it me? Oh.
What the fuck was that? Did you
Forgot my
select
join
that?
Sound. No, that's my join sound. I forgot I had that.
Oh, dude, turn that off. That sucks. Dude, that's so much. What the fuck?
Oh man, I got a lot to talk about.
I
But,
feel like I just got raped. What the fuck? I
by
feel dirty now. Continue.
All right, but I guess I'll start off with just talk about Lara. I think she was like a failed Frank Castle to start. And you know what's funny? When I was watching the recaps, I heard you mention something about, what was it, like a gastric bypass she had,
Yeah.
and it added up because you can tell she used to be fat because she still acts like a fat bitch. Because she's really needy, needs all the attention in the room, really loud, obnoxious. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's just a type of woman. I don't think that's a weight thing.
But
There's
it's like,
there's like skinny pick-me's.
no, but this is like a different kind. You know what I mean? Like, it's obvious.
Okay. Sure. I mean, I actually liked Laura.
I liked it
Truthfully.
when she was going after JD because it
Yeah.
felt kind of like earned because he dug himself into a deeper hole as it went on.
Mm-hmm.
But with Bashir, I think it was it felt more forced than anything
Yeah,
else.
well, I think, well, thank you for the $5, Melicanth. I appreciate it. With Laura, I mean, she just kind of overstayed her welcome. So, like, even Frank Hassel, you don't want Frank Hassel there for fucking 2 weeks. Like, that would
yeah.
get tiresome. He is meant to be like a flash in the pan, big, loud, extreme, and then out, right?
Yeah, that's
and
why he was awesome on season 3.
Yeah, and season 2, same thing. I mean, he was there. He had 2 stints, but I mean, each one was like 2 days, maybe 1 even.
Yeah.
Laura, yeah, they should have pulled out. She just overstayed her well. I feel like if Laura left the next morning after JD left, you probably would feel different about her.
Honestly, yeah, I would have liked her more.
Yeah,
But
I liked Laura.
It just got dragged out, and she just kind of lost the spark almost right away.
But I don't think that's her fault, though. I think that's production.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but she definitely did just play into it too much.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I think it's tougher than you think it is being on there. Like,
Oh, I'm sure it's a lot of weight.
yeah, well, not even the weight. It's just like trying to find new angles and trying, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like she exhausted herself. She only had so many like attack modes, and then she kind of just exhausted every angle. That, like, even like the talk that Letty gave her, where she was telling her to like just do, like, you could still fuck with people, just do it in a different way. But that,
Yeah, like
she didn't have those tools in her tool belt yet. And so she kind of was just drowning, and then they weren't doing anything to pull her out. So that's like kind of not her fault, you know?
Yeah. I guess another thing I can bring up is the twins.
Mm-hmm.
And just how like disconnected Bingo was, and how locked in Bongo was. I thought that was pretty funny.
I feel like it was like that for most of the season, where like Bingo always, or Bongo, it was always like more into like everything, and Bingo was kind of always kind of cold and dejected and would give up easily. I think probably a lot of that is like she's so frail. Like anything has any element of physicality to it, she's like she's sub 100 pounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
She's probably like, her strength is probably fucking 0. So
below. But I think also, because I heard this mentioned a couple times, maybe it was you who mentioned it, but it was the fact that she wasn't actually a Fishtank watcher. It was just Bongo who was.
I feel like I got that sort of wrong. I heard her speak about it later on. I didn't correct it because it didn't matter, and I'm also always right. So why would I admit that I'm wrong? But she saw some of season 1 and 2. She did say that at some point. So she wasn't like a super huge Fishtank fan, but like she just saw it through osmosis through her sister, from what I'm remembering, something like that. But she wasn't like super into it.
It was nice that they got paid though. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sad I forgot to include that in the edit. That was literally just forgot. And then
Yeah, I was watching the recap. 'Cause I watched it live, and of course I had to watch the recap afterwards, just to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw you cut that out where Jet's like, "Oh, and we're giving you 20,000." Like, whoa, hold on.
Yeah, no, that was unintentional. It was literally in my notes, and then I skipped over it. And truthfully, I usually don't drink at all during Fishtank, but like on the final night, as the stream ends, like I'll start drinking as I'm like editing. So yeah, I think I was just drinking and kind of just forgot. So,
what are your thoughts on Shit Wars?
Shit Wars. Hell yeah, Shit Wars was awesome. The fact that
really
Alex
liked that.
Yeah, I mean the fact that Alex B didn't know what it was and they wouldn't tell him, but it was also pretty obvious what it could be. I don't think it was real though. Because I did notice, and I didn't include this, but I did notice that at one point they called Bert downstairs for a while they were doing like the goo setup shit. So I think they told him to do the Shit Wars thing. So I don't know this for sure, but I have a feeling that wasn't actually shit. It was like melted chocolate or something that they just put on Alex B's clothes. Because he also had a spray bottle filled with like the most like movie prop looking piss you've ever seen. Like it was so yellow. He would have been like a UFC fighter the day before a weigh-in, just like zero fucking water in their body. He had to have been like on death's door dehydrated. It was so yellow. So I don't think that was real. And it was not foamy at all. So I don't think the piss was real, and then by extension I would assume that the poop wasn't real either.
It was nice that they paid him in the end, though. I also like the bit you did. What was it? Day 517. That was pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Did he actually get paid? Because they just gave him like a piece of cardboard.
I would assume so.
I mean,
they fucked him over again, which is also pretty funny.
I don't know. I'll ask Bert in a couple of days, and I'll see what he says. But I took that as like they just gave him a fake check again. That's how I took it.
I mean, if they want to keep getting him on the show, I mean, they better give him his money at least.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because he pulls in the TTS. He's so funny, man.
Yeah, he is funny.
And he lives in Jersey, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think something like that.
I gotta keep my eyes peeled. I'm there too.
It's so easy to hang out with him. Literally just DM him and tell him you're a guy, and you could be at his house within like 15 minutes. So
that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
But
right.
Other than that, I'm trying to think of anything else that was interesting to speak on. I mean, you already talked about the ending.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was set up for Bashir and James Drake.
Clearly,
obviously.
yeah.
But the Family Guy question at the end of Jeopardy kind of just threw like a big old fork in the road on there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if the Twins hadn't scored so many points in there to begin with, like that wouldn't have happened. So like that was almost kind of fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it did throw like an element of randomness, but that also is Jeopardy. So
yeah, I don't think they expected them to get like all those.
Yeah,
questions,
well,
though.
I think they're smarter than people think they are for sure.
Yeah, because they got all the drug questions.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I have a giant list of people to go through.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea to get through the rest. Well, thanks for having me on.
Perfect. Thank you so much, and we'll chat soon, probably.
Have a good night.
Take care, man. Oh, look at that. So quick. Thank you, Kinder Tulip. What's up? Tulip Jones. Long time no speak. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. How's yourself?
I'm pretty good. Scottish?
Aye, of course.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, too right. Aye. I was, do you think that, see, every season, I've been watching this since the start. That's how I found your channel.
Yeah.
But like, from every time near the end of the season, everyone just seems to get, oh, this is fucking shit. This is pure shite. Nah, I'm not doing it. Fuck this shit. Like, and then like in the next year, everyone goes back and be like, oh, last year was so good. That's how I've kind of seen it. I don't know. I might be wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry, there's a fucking super chat playing over you, so I kind of half heard what you said. Let me just respond to the super chat real quick. I don't know if you've seen the AB Big Brother vid. I don't watch AB's videos. Season 5. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you for the $10, Larza. Sorry, what was your question?
Fucking I forgot that. No. Like, see, every year when Fishtank comes out.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, so like,
at the end. Yeah. Aye.
that, like a lot of people are like dooming about it, and then in hindsight, they're like, "Well, actually, it was pretty good."
Yeah.
and I think basically every season up until this one, I would agree with you on that. That's generally how people are. That people are unfairly harsh, but I mean, season 5 just tonally was such a departure. Like, it's just not the same thing. Like, I understand, like, you have like the installed fan base, you want to keep the name and everything, but it's like, I feel like it's almost like they should have just made a new show. Like, okay, Fishtank is dead. We're making a new show with pretty much the same staff, using the same website and everything, but like, it's a different name. And I feel like people would have been more receptive to that, because it would have explained immediately to people like, oh, this is a different thing. This isn't for me. I'm going to move on. You know what I mean? Whereas like people are expecting Fishtank, and you're giving them something that's like slightly Fishtank, but not really. So I think that's where like a big part of the disconnect is.
Sorry, I'm just reading the chat there. Someone said Edinburgh accent. It's fucking Glasgow, you mong. Sorry, I'll get back. No, I was also going to say, did you have a like favorite? Did you have a favorite super chat moment? Because one of mine was they were doing the computer challenges. The girls were working on the computers, and fucking Anissa or Anissa, whatever the fuck her name is, typed in the Lorax for like for the fucking cleaning agent, and it was obviously, I don't know what the fuck's the name for bleach, but and it just came out, and it was like congratulating the twins on being amazing, even though they were doing pretty shit, and just pure ripping into the other girls. That was one of mine. What about you?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm so like desensitized to TTS at this point that like I feel like in my earlier seasons I would include a lot more ones that were funny, because they would like legitimately pop me. But now I hear a TTS and I'm like, oh, that's funny, but I don't really laugh anymore. I don't know. I also feel like the TTS were like way more tame this year, like less creative than usual. And I don't know if that's like the influx of BAM fans, let's say, maybe. But I can't think, like, there's none that, like, I'm sure if there's anyone that made me laugh very hard that just seems randomly placed in the video, that one I found very funny, basically. I can't think of any off the top of my head, though, unfortunately.
That's all good. No, you're all good, mate. Fucking
and thank you for the $3, Negan. What's up, dude? I see you in the waiting room. We'll pull you in next, actually. A longtime fan is Negan.
Nice one. Right, cool. That's me. Fucking have a good day, and cheers for having us on.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Here, Tool, I'm just going to pull in Negan since he's like a longtime fan. I'll just pull him in now. What's up, Negan?
Yo, can you hear me?
Absolutely. How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful, man. I had a long, wonderful day at work.
Hell yeah.
So I tuned in just a little bit ago. You're kind of disappointed with the season?
Yes and no. I would say more generally positive than negative on it, but there was a ton of things that I didn't enjoy for sure.
I did like that the fish were teaming up against the freeloaders until they forced them to work together.
I enjoyed that aspect of it as well, but that shouldn't have been the whole show. Like, there should have been more conflict amongst the fish, and there should have been more people getting pressed outside of Bashir. It was literally like Vicky, well, I guess JD, but whatever, he's gay, and then Bashir, and then it was just like the Bashir show for the last like half of the show, you know what I mean? And like the twins never got pressed until they literally got choked out. James Drake never really got pressed. Also, it is kind of hard to press. Ironically, the only person that really got under James Drake's skin at all was Alex B, who is very clear James Drake is more physically dominant than. But like, Alex B was just so nonstop and so abrasive with him that like he just didn't know how to handle it, really. Like, it was just
he was better at the end when he came back.
Yeah, well, I fucking loved Alex B when he was there.
Yeah,
dude, he was so funny, just being so retarded, just screaming at everyone, getting sucker pushed. That's kind of crazy. The fact that James Drake sucker pushed him twice, that was fucked up. I disagree with that.
I wouldn't say the second one was a sucker push.
They were both sucker
face to
push.
face.
Come on. How dare you? He's the Monkey King. He has a very low center of gravity.
Did you hear what Alex said to James when the Twins went in the closet after they lost?
That he's gonna kill him? I don't remember.
No. He said, "You can shit and piss in your pants and be gay all you want, but how do you feel now, freak?"
All right, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I love Alex. Alex is like unironically very funny.
He's funny because he doesn't try to be. He just tries to be as brutally honest as possible.
Like when he told James Drake that you sucker pushed me. That was probably I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life. It's so funny.
I loved it when him and Landon, when he dented the wall with Landon, and then like 5 minutes later he's like, "I had no idea you were put up to that."
Dude, he's so good.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the candy challenge ending, like with the Twins in the bag? Do you think that was a work to get the Twins worked up, or
at first I thought it was because it's Fishtank, and I mean, if you're a newer viewer, that is something that kind of just happens. Like generally in past seasons, they would just straight up rig things because they wanted someone to get something like immunity or whatever. But initially I thought like, oh, that seems so movie like convenient. But then, and I didn't include it because like a couple days had passed by this point, but someone DM'd me Blaine's mom's profile on Fishtank. And if you go on someone's profile, you can just go back through their TTS messages and see what they TTS'd. And at that time, she sent Blaine a message telling him where the bag was. She knew where it was. So it was actually, no, it just happened to work out that way.
Yeah, I didn't believe that it wasn't a work. Like I thought it was totally a work until I got to talk to Blaine before this season ended. And he said like it honestly like was not a setup, and if it was, he wasn't in on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the TTS came from his mom's account, so it would be kind of insane like if it was like I don't think Jet and Ben and Mince would like go through the effort to like get access to her account and send it through the, you know what I mean? Like it just kind of
yeah.
I don't think
it'd be
they're
too much
too
work.
lazy for that.
But at the same time, I could see them setting it up to get the Twins worked up because they weren't really pushed or fucked with a whole lot, and that was a way to get them, to break.
Yeah.
I felt more bad for them in that moment than I did the finale.
Speaking of the finale, thank you for the $5, Slopped Hogs. If the Twins actually tried in the Olympics, they would have won. That's why I'm not really bothered about the unfair final challenge. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with that. If they went fucking all out, they would have scored a lot more points, but they were holding back on a lot of things. And I think the reason why Ben and Jet, outside of trying to like hype them up and try and rally them to push forward, they were also kind of echoing like fan sentiment. Like, you guys need to fucking try because you kind of haven't the whole time. You know what I mean? So I do kind of agree with that. But they shouldn't have made it to the finals, realistically. Like, it should have been Bashir versus James Drake. That was the most interesting thing to do.
Yeah, James like put it perfectly. Like, they were the two most like alpha like types in the house, and usually like when you get that, like they're gonna bump heads. I didn't like how Bashir would try to have Landon or the Twins like constantly like on his side or doing things, and I didn't believe that he was a decent person until he split that money. He gave the 1,500 to Blaine, and I figured if he won the thing, he was gonna like give the Twins money regardless of where they placed at. And I don't know, I really hope that the Twins take full like advantage of what they're presented with, because I haven't seen any other fish have this much fan art and stuff like that. Maybe because of AI and people use that.
It could be. Thank you for the $20, Noli Noel. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I kind of get it. We'll see what. I mean, I don't know. Was there? I feel like I saw someone else on Twitter say this, and I was like, I kind of agree with that. Do you think their art's good? I'm kind of like, this seems pretty average. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm also fucking not autistic, so I'm not like a cartoons guy. I'm into motorsport. I'm into like adult things like motorsport and internet reality shows. But yeah, I don't know.
I think that they
hope
could
they do well. I hope they do well. I don't know how long that's gonna last though.
I think they should like make merch out of their fan art and then do streams of them drawing and doing commissions and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, my advice to them would be like, run that into the ground as quickly as possible. Like fucking wring out every possible dollar now that you can, because it's kind of uncertain if people are going to be buying your art because of Fishtank a year from now, you know? So
yeah, you gotta strike while the fire's hot.
yeah, exactly.
And they gotta be consistent too. That's like the most important thing is consistency.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else? Because there's quite a backlog.
Yeah,
of
no.
other callers.
Thanks for having me on. And
yeah. No, thanks for the
07,
support, man. I appreciate it. Take care, Negan.
No problem. Peace.
What's up, Garin? Have I seen the homeowner?
Hey, what's
yes,
up, man?
I did see the homeowner stuff. I kind of vaguely watched it on Twitter, but I don't know. I'm kind of once Fishtank ends, I'm kind of just fucking over it, and I don't want to know anything about it. So the fact that the cameras are still on and they're still on my Twitter feed, it's fucking kind of annoying for me personally. But regardless, how are you, Garin?
I'm good, man. I just wanted to talk about some of my disdain for Bashir. I do feel
Go
like
for it.
he's a bit condescending
Yep,
to
I would agree.
a lot of the other fish.
Yep.
And like he has this energy that when he walks into the room, he feels like he's the best of everyone there.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. I don't like him, but I can respect people that do. But I have this loathing for him that I can't watch him.
No, those quality traits you just described are literally the reason why I like him. Honestly, because and that's why I kind of didn't like him at first either, is that he kind of just reminded me of me. It's kind of just who I am. Truthfully, I always think I'm the fucking, whatever. Is it a negative quality? Sure. But if I'm being like brutally honest, I can be very condescending and think I'm better than everyone. I often do that, think I'm the smartest person in the room. And oftentimes I am, let's be honest here. But I kind of just saw a lot of me in Bashir. So I think initially I was like, I don't like this guy because it was just a reflection of me. And then I saw kind of the things he would say. And when he was put under pressure and people were like pressing him, I don't mean like physically when people are like dumping shit on him, but I mean like verbally when people are pressing him, he generally kept his composure and had like a very good haymaker response, like counterpunch. And like he would, and it was always very, for a guy that's long-winded, him and me, it was always very like short, curt, to the point, and very poignant. And that's kind of like what won me over, was like his verbal sparring with people.
Okay, that I could understand where you're coming from with that. And you know, I do agree with you. He does have a sharp tongue. Like he's silver-witted.
Mhm.
And that definitely worked in his favor when most of the people there are, you know, not to his same intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
If a lot of the contestants stayed, I feel like he could have actually had, you know, someone to actually kind of, you know, go at it with, you know, that kind of verbal game that he was playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely where he shined for me most, because he's not like, he was never going to be more physically dominant than fucking James Drake. It's just how it is. So he was oftentimes, I don't want to say, because he also wasn't the most charismatic. I mean, that was also very clearly James Drake. People would kind of, because I mean, I think on some level he was being sincere with people like Landon, let's say, when he was like looking after them, trying to lift them up. Like, I don't think there was anything malicious behind that. But then there was also times that he would say things where, even if what he was saying was like true, you could tell there was like a benefit in him for it. And I think James Drake did. Ironically, I think all the negative shit that James Drake said about Bashir, what like also applies to James Drake. Like, he kind of did the same thing. He's just better at it. You know what I mean? I think James Drake was kind of just as manipulative as Bashir was. It's just
totally agreed.
it was just sneakier. So, and I think, so I mean, just a very quick aside. Some years ago, right? I was working in an office, okay, and I shared the office with another employee, and he stayed with the company, but he got promoted basically, and got moved to a different position, and then I got stuck with like another guy came in, right? So then, but I became friends with like both of them, but they hated each other, okay? And so they would talk shit about the other person to me, like individually, behind each other's backs. But the things they would say about each other were like the exact same things. And it got to the point where like, and then when they would both be in the room with me, they'd be like all buddy and shit. So like it got to the point where I just like called it out. I'm like, you guys are fucking insane. Like you guys both talk shit behind each other's backs to me. You're both saying the exact same, like you guys are the same guy. Like you realize that, right? And I think Bashir and James Drake, outside of the surface level things, I mean, James Drake and Bashir on the surface, I think are very different, but I think underneath, like the way they think and the way they approach things was actually very similar. And I think that's where like a lot of the friction came from.
Okay. And one last question, and then I'm going to exit. I don't understand a lot of the hate that, I kind of do understand a lot of the hate. I just don't feel like it's deserved as much as it is with Landon. Sure, he's a simp, but like, it's the first time he's ever really been talking to women like that. And in front of that many people, I think he handled himself really well, especially for being an autistic virgin, you know?
Yeah, I think I mean, I don't really, it's whatever. He's like, I don't really care if he's fucking white. Like, it doesn't mean anything to me. I don't think that changes who he is as a person at his core. It's just funny to shit on him too. I think sometimes people forget that, like, even though there is hate against the contestant, I think Landon is still generally liked. People are just shitting on him because it's fun to shit on him and he kind of reacts to it. So,
okay.
I think that's part of it at the very least.
I'm gonna exit. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Take care, man. Thank you for the $10, guys. YouTube account 638. I believe it's a travesty that Jet hasn't reached out to you. Okay, well, this is just sucking my dick. I'm not reading the rest of that out loud, but thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you think I'm good. I just don't want to say that publicly. It's kind of weird. J Nito 10. Thank you for the $10. Thanks for the clips. I'm a 49-year-old woman for real. Hell yeah. Fishtank reminds me of the 90s when we had piss your pants contests for the fuck of it. That can't be true. I don't know if I believe you. Would love to talk, but I don't have Discord. Well, fucking snail. Just send your phone number to my mailbox or something. I don't know. I'm not going to make special accommodations for one person. That's insane. But that can't be real. No, we didn't. Yeah, that's what come on. That can't be obvious troll. Yeah, that has to be, right? There's no way that's true. Thank you, Butterboy, for the $5-inies. Can you give me your BG2 roster? Durench and Laura would be a great team. That would involve a lot of thought, but just off the top of my head, I mean, Alex B and Bert, 100%. Durench would be good. Laura would be fantastic. Laura would kind of derail everything. You would have to get Laura the fuck out of there. She would just start doing her own thing and going off script. She's too chaotic and can't be held down for that long. She's literally a feral animal. You kind of just have to let her roam free. So she would have to be there for a short stint. I mean, Landon would be amazing. He's unironically a pretty good drunk actor for like a fucking doing shitty B-movie shit. He's not fucking DiCaprio. I understand that. Freddie would be too fucking drunk all the time. That wouldn't really work. And plus, if you're going to have Alex B is going to have to be the John role where he kind of just doesn't understand what's going on. I mean, bringing John back would be amazing. Jimmy did really good. Who was in Blood Games 1? Letty, Ty. You got to bring back Ty. Ty's the fucking man. I'm kind of bummed there was no fucking Ty this season. Was that his name? What was his name again? Who's the fucking short Asian comedian? It's Ty, right? Am I fucking that up? What's his name? I don't remember his name now. Shinji? No, not Shinji. Was his name Ty? Guys, help me. Yeah, Ty. Okay, good. Okay, I didn't want to disrespect him. Okay, yeah. Ty Nagoyan. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Hell yeah. Shoutouts Pflugerville. Yeah. Simmons? No, wrong Asian. It's crazy that they've had a pedophile in every season. Season 1, Simmons. Who'd they have in season 2? Wasn't there a pedophile in season 2? Fuck, was there a season 2 pedophile? I mean, season 3 had the gay guy. I think I have him on my soundboard, actually. Where's my gay folder?
No, they threatened to kill me because I'm gay.
That guy, whatever his name was. Brandon, I think. Nifty. That was it. Nifty. How could I forget? She's the only pedophile that people like want back, which is kind of weird too. TJ was accused of liking horse porn, wasn't he? Wasn't it just horse porn? Funny till it ain't funny. Season 4 didn't last long enough to have a pedophile, but I mean it. Well, maybe I'm not going to say that out loud. Actually, I'll keep that one to myself. That's a just for me joke. Yup, Jen. Well, okay. Well, all right. Let's bring in the next caller before. All right, we don't have to keep naming. Okay. Hello.
Howdy, Doodles. How's it going?
Pretty good. Oh, what's up, dude? Holy shit! I haven't seen you since last season.
What's this? Who's this? Woo.
What's that?
Who's you? Did you see me?
I do not. Sorry.
God, crumbs.
Do you think Bashir would have wrestled the girls? Maybe not, but thank you for the $5.
Listen, I think it's perfectly fine.
Okay, I can hear you. I just
Well,
can't see you.
Crumbs. Hot diggity ding dong.
I know,
You know,
you're
that's
a
the
visual.
real tragedy of it.
You're a visual guy. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's like what they did with Mr. Bean when they made him American.
Yeah. Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
I can see you now. You're picking your nose. Get your finger out of there. Hey, there's a beautiful.
I can't see myself.
Hell yeah. Dude, your face is so fucked. I love it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. What I see
Dude.
here is that we're at an impasse.
Are we?
And I don't think it's that bad. I think what's going to go on here right now is that either this show becomes mainstream, like mainstream is like the clavicular Nico way, where it's not really mainstream, but it's mainstream to Zoomers, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Or it stays niche, it stays kind of that cool kids club. The problem is that both sides fucking suck. You know, the normal, the little fucking silly billies are, you know, they're awful people, but the people in the fandom are awful too. I hate the fandom. I hate them, not just the men, but the women and the children too. They're like animals.
Okay.
And I made fun of them like animals. And, you know, I feel like really at the end of the day, what needs to happen is that you need to get all the ugly, dysgenic people who shouldn't be on Fishtank and get them
Okay.
in the house. We're going to call it Sped Tank. And we're just going to get like 100 REAs in a single house, like a
Uh-huh.
hotel room. And we're going to just see which one spurgs out and kills the whole gang first. And I'm not just kidding. Actually, I had an idea.
Okay.
Obese Tank. It's
Obese
like you know how the prison streams are to the Fish Tank, the fat campus to this, or like
Yep.
the world biggest loser. We get like every like contestant over 300 pounds. It has to be over 300.
Mm-hmm.
But under like 700, under 600, under like things that would be too dangerous.
Okay.
And we get them in the room. We don't give them any food, just water.
Mm.
And the only food they get is like traditional Chinese medicine, you know, like like shark fin soup, bitter lotus tea,
Okay.
like real obscure nightmare stuff.
Okay.
And the thing is that
Rhino horn.
they do very simple, like easy challenges, but they're so fat they can't do it. Like type on a keyboard challenge to tell you about your life story.
Mm-hmm.
And like the judges have to like read it, but they have so fat fingers they can't really use the keyboards right.
Okay.
And the one with the most misspelling lose. And the aim of the show is not eliminations, but the most weight loss proportionally.
Okay.
Because like a guy who goes from 600 to 500 is going to be a lot less than a guy who's like 300 who goes down to 100. You know?
Could I one up your idea for a second? Can I add to it? Okay.
Oh yeah.
We start off with bloat tank. Okay. So we get a bunch of fatties and then inflate them. See how much bigger we can get them.
No, that's the anorexic tank where it gets skinny.
No. You get people who are big and make them bigger. We get 300 pounds, make them 6. I'm talking double.
Yeah.
We're talking ginormous, okay? To the point where like it's a fucking problem where they're going to die. And then we give them liposuction. right?
Yeah, bulimia tank.
Yeah.
But my idea is that like they have like effects of like food sounds and mukbangs and
Mhm.
bacon sizzling on the pan. And we have a guy go in, not like the host, just like a guy just cooking eggs and bacon.
Mhm.
And they're sizzling. You can smell it. He goes into the rooms. He says, "Hey, look at this, yummy!" And he throws it in the ground or eats it himself. Or like it's so hot that if they touch it, it burns themselves, and they have to go to the hospital, and they're immediately eliminated.
Hell yeah.
Or like fucking slip and slide challenge. The
Mhm.
first person to not fall off the slip and slide wins.
Okay.
Chase the burger challenge. They're gonna be red like horses, and there's a cheeseburger on a stick. The first person to get the cheeseburger while riding on all fours wins.
Okay.
And like, or like my
What's in
most
your hand?
nefarious
What do you have
challenge.
in your hand? Is that nunchucks?
Nunchucks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do a nunchuck trick?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, but anyways, my most nefarious challenge is Finn the Van challenge.
How many of these challenges
And
do you
like-
fucking have?
As many as fat people jokes as I got.
Okay.
If you want a documentary on wheels, call David Attenborough. Anyways, basically the person who can't fit in the van is eliminated.
Okay.
But in the van ride, they go to like Publix or like Winn-Dixie or whatever the fuck,
Mhm.
and they do the buy healthy food challenge for the Wiggers with their EBT money and food stamps, and they can't buy any ice cream or cereals or yummy snacks because if they do, that'll be docked from their points.
Okay.
So they have to eat it all if they do.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
can't be tempted.
Do you have any questions, or are you just gonna name challenges because chat hates you? I'm
Uh,
sorry.
I hate them more.
Okay.
Oh, I despise you. I loathe you, and I think you're worms. And I
Damn.
hope you die.
Seething hatred.
Oh my
Enjoy it.
god, what's wrong with your face?
All right, hell yeah. Okay, be nice to him. I actually like that guy. He's fun. Shoutouts to whatever his name was. I don't remember. What's up, pretty boy Floyd?
Yo, what's going on, man? Hey, honor to meet you, man.
Shout
You've
outs
been
to
making
Jesus
my
Christ.
Hey, yeah, hey, I'm saved, brother. Hey, look, I just wanted to say thank you for making my mornings for the past month. Every morning I wake up and first thing I see is your video, and it helps me get my day going. So I wanted to say thank you for giving me a good boost to the day. Also,
yeah.
I want to flex my MDE cred.
Hell yeah,
Me with the
nice.
crew, okay?
Absolutely.
And then I have a few notes
Mm-hmm. Is that a
about
Cody
what I wanted
Rhodes
to talk
weight
about.
belt in the back?
Yeah, I'm kind of I have that autism, the professional wrestling autism.
I dipped out of pro wrestling like only a few years ago, so I feel you on that one.
Yeah, I mean I spent a lot of money to go to WrestleMania last year, so
I could imagine. This
Oh,
year I
good
heard
time.
it's even worse. So
yes, sir. Yeah, no, it's bad. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch it, and that's not a good sign.
yeah,
So I've only got a few things.
go for it, man. Go for it.
So I think my favorite overall moment in the fish tank is Bashir praying to the Halo theme.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that was kind of awesome, and that's where I kind of hooked on him.
Truthfully, I've never played Halo, so I don't know what the Halo theme is. I didn't even know
I'm
it
not a big
played.
Halo guy myself, but just heavy rock or kind of triumphant music
no.
is in the way he kind of stood there. I don't know. It was Kino to me.
Yeah.
Also, Victoria.
Mhm.
First 30 minutes in the tank, she was broke. She was broken there.
Yeah. Well,
As soon as the vape went away,
she was
Go ahead.
clearly fucking like literally like needed her kratom. She was like having withdrawals essentially. She kept saying like, "Oh, I need my vapes. I need my vapes. I really need to vape." But no, she was just fucking fiending for kratom. I've never tried it, but apparently it's
I
fun.
didn't even really know what it was until the show started. I see it in the shops and stuff, but I didn't really know what it was because I don't fucking need that shit. So yeah, I don't know. But after that first 30 minutes, she was done, dude.
Mhm.
That was funny. A part of that too, the hunchback TTSs.
Oh, for Blaine?
For Victoria too, and a couple other people.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Every
Yeah.
time that went off, I was dying.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
dying, bro.
So good, so good. Thank you for the $2, Agent Smith. I feel like I missed a super chat in the last call, but if you super chatted me, thank you. I appreciate it.
The last couple things I have is JD getting mixed up with Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, when she started sitting on his lap and he started smacking her ass and shit, like, oh no.
Yeah, that was kind of.
No.
I don't know. I don't even know if his girlfriend is real. I'm very confused about that. A lot of that.
She looked pissed.
Kind of, but they would.
That's part of it.
I mean, they would flow in and out of like just talking and her being pissed. I don't know if that's just her, but like. Or just like, the whole situation was awkward to begin with. But I mean, like Jet said in the basement group chat, which I'm not a part of, but I saw screenshots of it, that like JD later said that she wasn't his girlfriend. So I don't know. There's just a lot of weirdness there.
Yeah, it was off for me.
I don't remember exactly. I don't remember exactly what it was because someone DM'd it to me. And I generally don't like to do any like doxing type shit or go into people's personal lives unless if it's directly addressed on the show, and then I kind of have to. Sure. So like even for instance, like the twins having AIDS or whatever it was. People like that became part of the show, so I kind of had to address it. But if it wouldn't have, then I wouldn't have. You know what I mean? But
yes.
Where was I going with all this? Oh yeah, I think I don't remember exactly, and I'm pretty sure it was someone like DM me some shit, but there's some sort of evidence that JD's girlfriend was actually like trans, and not being her, and I know they kept the two of them would keep referencing this third person named Alex, and what does Alex feel like, and blah blah blah. So it might have been Alex. So it is possible that like he knows this girl and he's close with her or something, or maybe they're in a polycule or some fucking whatever it is. He lives in San Francisco, I believe. But yeah, I don't know. There was just like this weirdness there where I could see where maybe she's not even. There's like a realm of possibility. You know what I mean?
And another thing that was off for me regarding her is why would she appear on the robot? Like, why would she come into the tank and subject herself to even more?
Probably because she was a fan of the show.
Yeah, I could see that.
If she was legit his girlfriend, she might have just been a fan of the show and then like knew it would have been good content to. But there's, like I said, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards that she's not even his girlfriend and she was like just some chick that he knew. I don't know.
Yeah, it was interesting though. I was there all the way. Mm-hmm. Season 1, best season. Season 1, best season. I have to end with that.
There was a lot of charm to it, and I could see why you would say that. But I remember watching it at the time because I watched it like I watched this one, just all the way through.
Yeah. I'm a day one guy. Early
I think
bird.
there was. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering it, but like from what I remember, there was a lot more nothing non-tent days than like every other season.
Yeah, it was a little slow, but the high moments were what's hold close to me.
Yeah,
Sam with the weed whacker. I mean, come on, man, come on. That's gold. Mm-hmm. Striker. You know what I mean?
I get it. I get what you're saying. There was just somewhat like a lot of mystery to it because it was like kind of never. It was like
what is this?
Everything was new.
And
okay,
that's fun.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. didn't have to twist your arm much, did I?
Yeah. It's a good season. It's a good season. I'll say that.
Yes, sir. Yeah. That's all my points. Overall, I'd say probably 4th best season, and I'll end with that.
Yeah, probably in that range for me too. 4, maybe even the worst, but I would have to think about it more, but something around there. We're probably pretty close aligned. So thank you for calling, though. I appreciate it.
Yes. Hey, thank you for having me. This was awesome.
Yeah. Take care, man.
I will. Thank you.
I'll just get you out of here. There we go. All right. Next caller. Whenever you're ready, please, Tulip. Thank Jeremy Quartering. He kind of did look like the Quartering a little bit. What's up, Lobster Magnets? You're muted, by the way.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Fantastic. Let me just mute you on. My apologies. I had it on the Discord and I had it on man, first of all, thank you for your incredible work.
Appreciate it.
I always enjoyed your recaps. You do. I don't even know how you manage to do to keep track of the. Are you just awake 24/7? Like
no. I mean, I'll give you the very, very short version of it, but most of the day nothing's happening. So like I'll have it in my ear at all times. If I'm home, if it's a day that I'm home, I'm at my computer like from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. And I don't sleep a lot. I'll have a shorter sleep schedule, but I also have like a day job. So like I'm doing both for the most part, like Monday through Friday.
So what do you do when like something critical happens and you're like doing your day job?
For the most part, nothing critical happens between the hours of 7 a.m. and this season, like fucking midnight. So I actually got kind of lucky. But like, yeah, there's different things I'll do. But for the most part, like when I wake up in the morning, I'll take like an hour before I go to work and just start skimming through last night's footage of like the things that I missed while I was going to bed. And if I see something that's like visually striking, I'm also like just scrolling Twitter on my phone to check if there's anything that's been clipped. So I can kind of piece things together that way if something happened, and then I'll just like cut it real quick and then just kind of write a script around it. And then, you know, like I said, when I'm at work, it's like difficult because like I have like an office job, so I can have it like on a second monitor playing at all times, and I'm pretty much not bothered. So it's like no one's really, it's whatever. I could still like work and just like quickly I mean, I could just show you. Do I still have it? Yeah, I do. Hold on a second. Just give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I make videos myself, so I'm always kind of curious about what the production cycle is.
Because my notes are very like point form. I could show you what like. Where the fuck are my notes? Oh, is it still in the Fishtank folder? No, I moved everything to I put in the archive. What the fuck? Hold on. Yeah, just my notes are like very oh, here it is. I could just very quickly, okay, well, the stream's going to see this, not you. Unfortunately.
I got the stream up, so I'm 10 seconds behind.
Okay. Yeah, so here, I'll just pick like a random day 4. Like if you could see at the beginning, usually in the morning when I have more time, like I'll write more and like actually have thoughts. But then like throughout the day, I'm just like writing like a sentence or like a couple words sometimes. And particularly the deeper into the season I get, like it's a lot of times I'm just writing time codes. Like I have pretty good like short-term memory. So if I have just like a time code, I can kind of like remember what I wanted to cut from that time period. There's also times where like, I mean, because everything comes in waves of like things being exciting and things kind of like dying down, and they give them like a moment to rest or whatever. So like in those, when things are exciting, if I'm like busy editing, let's say, what I'll do is I'll just lower the volume on the stream because I kind of have to watch everything twice. Well, I have to rewatch everything while I'm editing it. So, so even if I'm watching it live, like I know I'm gonna have to watch it again later. So sometimes, like if I'm just too busy, like I'll literally just turn the stream down and then just watch it for the first time, pretty much like the second time as I'm editing it, and just like literally just cut it. Like, so basically, like a lot of times, like if you don't hear my voice for a while, it's probably because I was busy and was just relying on editing clips to make it digestible, rather than like interjecting just because there was like a time thing. So I don't know, I have like little tricks here and there. If I don't have, sometimes like in the AM, if I don't have footage, let's say, or the footage is too much but the day's too busy, but the footage is too much and the day's too busy, what I'll do is like, so like if you ever see like a montage with music, a lot of the times I'm doing that just to, it saves me time instead of like trying to retell the events. So it's like little things like that. Like I have little like tricks here and there that I do to like condense things to make it easier for me on the editing side of things. But it is like it is pretty like, I don't know. I don't want to say it's like difficult because it's like an endurance challenge more than it is difficult. Like the actual editing aspect of it, I'm literally just doing fucking jump cuts. Like it's the most simple, basic editing you can do. So I don't want people to think that like my editing skills are like super high. Like they're not. They're just not. Oh, what's up? What's up, Bird? What's the bird's name?
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Hell yeah. So like, man,
fun fact. I stream sniped Bert and Arya with this bird when they were doing one of their live streams.
Nice. When he brought like the kids around?
No. When he was at the whatchamacallit mall, New Jersey Mall.
Okay.
He was like near my neck of the woods.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, I got to go bring this bird on camera.
Yeah.
But it's funny though, because the Fishtank fans are kind of the worst. It's like you remember that old Simpsons episode where whatchamacallit, they're doing the Itchy and Scratchy test, and it's like, what do you want Richie and Scratchy to be? Do you want it to be the focus group? Do you want it to be out of this world adventures that everyone loves, or do you want it to be more relatable, down to earth stuff? And then the kids wanted everything, and it seems like, what do you want Fishtank to be? Do you want it to be Friend Tank? Oh, that sucks. Oh, we want a competition tank where there's real challenges. Oh, that sucks. Oh, we want Hell House. I just like it's funny how the currently airing season is always the worst season until it's over. Because I remember everyone hated season 2 when it was going because, oh, it's so lame. They're MDE fans. Oh, but like to me, I think season 2 was the peak just because it had the best production value. I love the 70s aesthetic. I love the changing Gold Striker characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. What's your view about like what makes Fishtank a good season of Fishtank, or just nobody know what the fuck they want?
I said this earlier, but I'll just say it again. I think the problem is that like I would agree with you that Fishtank fans are extremely fickle and just love to complain up until season 5, because season 5 was it was radically different tonally. Like the tone of the show is just different. And that's because like I think Sam Hyde clearly had a much bigger influence in the show than we thought he did initially. And a lot of the elements that made the core elements, the foundation, the pillars, the things that were holding it up that made the show are now gone. And the reason why the backlash against like Friend Tank was so harsh is because they removed things like character arcs, people becoming better through these like hellacious endurance challenges, and replaced it with typing on a giant keyboard. You know what I mean? Like it just sucked. It just I made this analogy before as well, but the best way I could put it is it's Indiana Jones removing the idol or the token or whatever it was and trying to put his bag there, but it doesn't weigh the same, so the boulder comes. It was that. Like they didn't find, you could replace those things, but you have to find something that's like equally as engaging with what was there before, and they kind of didn't. And that's where like I think that's why a lot of people were angry. There's always going to be people angry that it's not as harsh as it was last season. I get that. But I think if they replaced it with things that were as interesting, I don't think there would have been as much backlash. And I think that was like a big issue for a lot of people.
But to me, it feels like there's a limit to Hell House. Like there's only so many times you could like fling poop and pee and whatnot at each other.
I'm not even disagreeing with that. But I'm saying is that the things they replaced it with were like not good. That was kind of the issue.
Here's my theory. I think the future of Fishtank is blood games. Like Letty was telling like Jet what he should do, and she's saying it should be more whimsical. And I kind of wish they would have like, instead of like, hey, you got to fuck over this person, go steal their shit and pour milk on it. It was more like, you had like more characters in the house that were like Xavier Ravenblood, and you had to like, there were more structured games around using Xavier Ravenblood that would kind of provide the challenges. Like the job system was really interesting, but it seems like outside of like giving them money for the shop, there wasn't much more thought in terms of how to like build interesting gameplay out of that.
Well, I think Blood Games isn't Fishtank. It's a good side thing, but like I don't think making Fishtank more whimsical is gonna make it. It's gonna just become a different thing. Like it's a different thing now, and I think that's like a big problem. Is that like if they would have called Fishtank something else and just said, "Hey, season 4 was the last season," it's pretty much the same production crew. It's a new name though. Like I feel like it would have kind of ease people into it. But that's, to me, that's not like, even like the market thing, like all it ultimately did was kind of just starve the contestants, and like everyone was just hungry all the time. They were low energy. Like there's like a lot of things like that fucking suck. Like mechanically things that like fucking sucked. The removing the bedtimes. Like I think in season 3, they specifically were like, hey, you guys need to go to bed at 2 a.m. because it like burns you guys out. It burns us out. And like we dealt with that in season 2, and we're not going to deal with that again. And like it made things better, and it like condensed things. There were peak hours where like people could view between like whatever 6 and 10 p.m. or whatever it was. But like the majority of the interesting shit happened literally between like midnight and 6 a.m. every day. So like most people were sleeping by then. So I think like that kind of skews people's opinions on it too, where like they tune in and it's like, you know, they're doing vibe repairs at 10 p.m. and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go fucking jerk off, or I don't know, watch homeless people vent out, you know?
Whatever the degens do when it's not Fishtank hours.
Yeah.
I hear that. I think like having a stricter production schedule where it's like, here's the mini event at 1 o'clock. Here's the next mini event at 2 o'clock, and here's the main event at 6 o'clock. So it does feel like a more structured television. And then in the off hours, you can kind of see the Fishtank, because that is kind of the appeal, is just like tuning in at any time. Because I have had like, you know, just the Fishtank hanging out and having non-tent as a kind of like podcast, which I found fascinating. If the people are interesting, like, you know, hearing like Shinji talk about his porn star experience, etc.
Yeah.
Or Jimmy go into one of his stories, or like, oh god, this is what I think like makes, because like on a surface level, you know, if you allow me to wax poetic, you know, Fishtank is no different than, you know, Mr. Beast's bullshit. You know, I'm gonna torture people for $100 million. But like, what I love about it is the more intimate moments of humanity that you get. It that kind of like elevate it to like almost a higher plane of low tier art. Where like when Frank Castle comforts
Fatty.
Fatty.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
I got what you're saying. Like Josie was pretty different coming into the show than she was leaving it. She seemed a lot more confident, and she gave that whole speech at the very beginning of the season where that's what she said she explicitly wanted to do, and she like did that. Even if it was forced, TJ was a pretty big different person than he was from when he entered.
TJ's arc was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was seemingly completely forced by production, like they did kind of drag him to the end and like force him to have this moment. As season 3 and 4 didn't have any of that really, because they kind of fell apart, but that's whatever. And that's like another big thing I think was missing from season 5, was like they kind of just didn't like nothing felt like it really meant anything towards the end. Like I think the only like there was Landon, but that he wasn't, I don't think production pushed him hard enough to have that moment. There was like Bashir, but he through naturally being eliminated didn't have his big moment. But like the big moment very clearly should have been Bashir versus James Drake. Yeah. And I just kind of
versus Normie and James Drake.
Yeah, I like in the goo wrestling, like that would have been the moment, but you know,
here's what I think they should have done.
So
yeah, here's what I think they should have done instead of the goo wrestling. I think they should have had like goo dodgeball, where you put James and then the twins on the other side, and they both have like clean shirts and pants, and then whoever gets the most messy over like 5-10 minutes while throwing goo at each other. At least it would have been more fair than the wrestling.
Yes and no, but I also don't think the twins deserve to win. So I'm actually like true. Like I like the twins, but I mean like they just didn't try the hardest. If they even if they didn't win everything, if they actually would have like gone all out like James Drake did, I would have felt maybe a little different. But I don't know if they necessarily deserved it. But I'm gonna move on to the next
moment. It's a pleasure taking up all your time.
No, it's okay. I appreciate it. There's just like a long list of people. So thank you, though. I appreciate it. Take care, man.
All right.
On to the next one. Profile pic. Who is that? It almost looks like Alex Beefit. You are muted, Gazulic. You are muted. James Drake, new Frank. What the fuck? No. Twin slander? That's not slander. I like the twins. I just don't know if they deserve. I don't think they deserve to win. I don't think that's like an unfair statement. What's up, Shot Caller? I feel like I remember your name, Shot Caller. I feel like I've seen you in my Discord a bunch. Hey, how's it going, man? You're not bad. I could barely hear you. Your like audio quality sucks.
Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room. Tulip, do you want to just bring Shot Caller on next and just bring someone else on now while he fixes his mic? Please and thank you. I don't want to like wait around, but did you see Jet admitted he couldn't TJ Landon because he isn't a good main role model? Yeah, I would agree. I didn't see that, but I would kind of agree with that. I don't think it's a hard. Well, number one, it's fucking difficult to like do that to someone.
What the fuck?
Oh, what's up, dude? What's up, Sos?
Oh shit! You can hear me?
Yes, I can, sir.
Oh, I didn't expect to get pulled on. All right.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, man. First of all, I want to say thanks a lot, dude, for the recaps.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
mean, I watched the whole thing live, but like watched the recaps the day after made it great. It's a part of the watching experience. I really appreciate it. Not to glaze right off the bat, but
no, I get it. Thank you,
for
thank
real,
you.
it is appreciated. I'm not like, I want to give some context before I say I'm like a well-adjusted guy. Like you could call me a normie, but I really love Fishtank. I felt like season 5 wasn't like peak, but it also, I don't think it's, the Doomers are going crazy this season, bro. Which I mean, that kind of happens every season, but like there were some all-time moments that happened. Don't you think?
Yeah. Well, I think, and I don't think I mentioned this before, but I think a large part of it was that fan sentiment, they were on very thin ice to begin with. So I mean, like season 3 got fucked up. Season 4, it came out afterwards that they knew it was going to be shut down and were just trying to basically cash grab it. So
yeah,
like
that was fucked.
Yeah. So then like fan revolt was pretty high during that summer. After season being rug pulled on both season 3 and 4, feeling like they were let down. And then Sam's not there and Frank's not there, and then it's tonally different, and then like all these elements are missing. So
it's a lot of change.
Yeah, well, I think this is the first season where like there was legit criticism, like real. I didn't want to be like the doomer guy, but it was kind of like unavoidable to feel that way because I didn't want it to bleed into the videos, because I feel like if I was just dooming in the videos, well, it just would have made them like it would have been uninteresting as like a viewer. I think.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. There was a lot of like, I have a lot of real, I had a great time, but there's a lot of real criticisms that I have too.
Oh, thank you for the 5 gifted Bush Farn. Appreciate that. Continue.
But do you think there was any like S tier fish or freeloaders this season? Because I feel like, well, I mean, you could count Bert and Alex. Like they were fucking hilarious, dude. They were so funny.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I think
I'm not sure if there was any S tier fish.
In my opinion, Bashir was S tier.
Really, I put him like high A.
I mean, his ability to like withstand the entire house hating him was like Letty level, in my opinion.
True. I think when I think of an S tier fish, they are all. I mean, he was really competitive, withstood the whole like hassling from the whole house. Basically, he was really fun to watch. But I feel like he wasn't really. I feel like an S tier fish has to be like funny. I might be an L take, but
I legitimately found him funny. Like outside, like when he wasn't spurging out, and I think oftentimes he actually didn't spurg out. He would keep his composure and like always say something witty back to people. I wish I had a good example. I really do, but it's so much shit happens. It kind of all blends together. But like there was a lot of I definitely highlighted that in the edits all the time, where I'd say like Bashir W at the end of some, like there'd be some sort of exchange and he'd get the last word in, and it would always like be very short to the point and cutting and like break them down. So I thought he was at least I thought he was funny.
I thought he was funny too. I just think he's not like Landon, but I mean, you can't really compare the two. They're two different archetypes.
Yeah, for sure.
He was hard not to root for, bro. Like seeing him go through all of that, it was like, how can you not root for this guy? This guy's the underdog. He was awesome to watch. Like if he wasn't there, it would not have been the same season. It was the whole background the whole time was Bashir getting hassled.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, he was the Letty character. He was. I don't think he wanted to go on the show and be a villain, but
no, that's what happened though.
But they needed a villain, and he naturally became the villain, and he stepped up and said, whatever, I'm gonna be the villain. And
I almost wouldn't even call him a villain. He's more of like an anti-hero. I feel like the people that really think he's like a true villain are just Bashir haters from day one.
Well,
you know
I think everyone in the house disliked him.
Yeah,
And
he was the house's villain.
You're right,
100%.
and that translated to a lot of fans. But I think, I mean, like in season 1, Letty was my favorite, even though she was the villain. I just thought she was the most interesting. So I think the people, like the old school fans, kind of get that. You know what I mean? It's the same like if you're like a pro wrestling fan. Like obviously you're supposed to root for the good guys and dislike the bad guys, but oftentimes the bad guys are like the most entertaining.
The heel, man.
Exactly, exactly.
The true heel.
So yeah, so I mean like I think that's just I think it's that. I think it's like a people that kind of get it and are in on it are like, yeah, Bashir's my favorite, and then the people that are like more into the narrative you're supposed to be getting as the fan are like the James Drake fans, let's say.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly how I feel. Like I mean, you pretty much worded it perfectly. I feel like James is a weird case because he was a really like competitive guy. But he could always just like physically just mog everybody. They never really brought anybody in that could really shake up the house and really shake up him. Like he had to go through some mental stuff, right, because of his career and all of that. But I mean, as far as the house is pretty much sided with him the whole time, except for like Room Wars.
Yeah. The problem with having someone who's so physically dominant is like, okay, let's say hypothetically they bring someone on that's as strong as him, right, or stronger than him. Like where does that logically lead to them like fucking each other up? Like,
it would have to be like a plant. Like they couldn't just bring it in and let it organically happen.
Well,
I feel like
if they did, that would have to be the end of his story. It's because it's either like, well, I mean, I mean, it's like,
you think he walks or something like that happens?
Well, I mean, it's like you can't just like have like two people fighting, like him just getting beat the fuck up. You know what I mean? So it's like it kind of like, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but there has to be like some. I don't know. It would be. I think it would be an.
That's a long conversation. I see what you're saying. 100%. I agree with you. Honestly.
I think someone that's like so like okay with themselves that they weren't going to break mentally probably just wasn't good for the show. Truthfully.
Yeah. Where would you say? What tier do you put James in? I'm interested to hear. Because if you ask me, I would say like B, maybe B or A. A just because like he really did compete, but he just wasn't like super interesting of a guy.
Thank you, Toxic Toucan, for the $5. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, we'll put you back on later. Is your Discord name the same? Just say that in chat and I'll let you know. I like James Drake as a person, and I think he would be a good reality show character. I'm just not sure if he was like a good Fishtank character. Like I want to say B. He did shit and piss himself, which was fucking awesome.
Insane. I cannot believe he did that, bro.
So fucking funny. But and he had some other great moments too.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know, maybe a B, but like there's something in me that's like he just wasn't good for Fishtank. Like outside of him being like a good person and like a good reality show character, I'm just not sure if he was too OP almost. Where like
no, dude, he was stat max. I was seeing people say that he was just stat max. He could just physically outnumber anybody. He was competitive. He wasn't gonna quit. Like he was never gonna quit. He was super competitive. He just kind of was gonna win the season from the start unless they really found something that ground his gears.
I think it was really him that like dictated the whole longhouse shit. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
So like, which was very destructive to the show. Like that put a giant wrench in the first 2 weeks. It kind of sucked because of that. You know what I mean? And like it was like from a reality as a contestant from his perspective, it is the move, but from like a viewer's point of view, it's like that. I don't want this. So
he played the game that he needed to play to win, but I don't really know how I feel about it as a viewer. I feel like that's the best way to word it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna repeat myself, but yeah, it's like good contestant on a reality show, good, probably like a good guy. I'd probably hang out with them, but like a Fishtank contestant, I don't know if I'd put him at B. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, Tulip, can you bring on Toxic Toucan next and Shot Caller as well? Those two next, please and thank you. Yeah, any other questions for me?
Yeah. Do you care if I talk about the finale, or has that been talked about too much?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it has been, but we'll just say what you got to say.
I'd say like it's the main thing is like, yes, Fishtank is brutal and like that stuff happens, but I feel like it just wasn't really thought out. And you can argue about the fairness. Like you can say, oh, James had to sacrifice his, he had to go that extra step to win. He could have refused or all that stuff. I feel like one of the big flaws was the tap rule. Like, dude, that fight should have been called many times.
Like he should have just been like pin them.
Yeah,
one,
man.
2, 3.
It was, 100%. Like seeing their arms just cross was like crazy. Like what the fuck?
It was unnecessary for sure.
It turned from like, yo, what the fuck? That's crazy to like, oh my gosh. Dude,
Okay, yeah. Just could the second one tap for the love of God?
Yes, bro. Please, like just give up, please.
Yeah. It's like we know where this is going. You could stop. It's fine.
Yes, man. It was just, watching it again. I did watch it again. It wasn't as bad as I remember. Because watching it live, you're like, is one of them gonna get their arm broken, bro? Like, what's going on? But I think it would have been more fun to watch a fair final challenge, and you can make the case of whether it was fair for the twins or not. I think there's valid points to both sides, but I don't know. It wasn't 100%.
It was 100% unfair for the twins, but I think, and maybe I'm wrong here, but I think part of it is basically Jet. And I'm trying to like fucking mind read them here, so I'll take this with the giantest grain of salt. But I think there probably was part of it where he's like, they don't deserve it, the twins.
I get that, bro. I get that. Like they kind of just coasted. Like they were having fun, dude.
Yeah, and they're fun to watch.
Maybe not
Dingo,
but Bongo especially.
Yeah,
but I mean, I get that 100%. I just think it would have been fun. Plus, I mean, James doesn't really need the money. I hate going from that perspective because it's about the competition and everything. But as far as like, do the twins deserve the win? Is it really? I mean, my favorite fish are usually never the people who win.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I get that.
I feel like
Samesies.
that doesn't weigh as much in my mind as maybe production does.
Yeah, it's just sorry. I'm just gonna read the super chat for a second. Thank you for the $5 null body, or null nobody rather. What would you say the theme was for season 5? S1 was Genesis. S2 was 70s / Swamp. S3 was Famous House. S4 was Return to
Party
Form.
House.
What'd you say?
It looked like a party house, dude. Isn't it actually a party house? Maybe not the theme of it.
I don't know. I don't know if there was a theme, truthfully.
It was kind of just Fishtank.
I think it was, how do we do this again? That might have been the theme. How do we do this again? It's been a while. Yeah.
No, genuinely, bro. Dude, last thing I'll say, because I don't want to stay on forever. I mean, unless you don't care, but.
No, I have a lot more, and I also need to pee. I have a woman's
I say
bladder.
The last thing I say is, dude, Bert was fucking hilarious. Bert was so funny. I was worried that he was going to come on and his bit was going to get stale. He was so funny, dude. And he played into it great.
Bert's very funny. I just don't want to see him do the schizo mystery thing. I think that's been like beaten to death, but like him interacting with people and getting angry and being pressed by Dunye, like all that's very funny. I just don't, I don't care about the fake schizo shit like that. Stop. Yeah,
that's the worst part of his character. Everything else is just gold. Like when Vimp threw the Red Bull on him, he starts screaming and wailing. He's so uncoordinated, but he can move fast. But he's so uncoordinated, it looks so crazy.
Yeah, but Bert's fucking locked in, man. Like he has very good comedic timing. He knows what's funny. So like
100%.
Yeah, like I know he's acting for a lot of it, but like he's really good. He's very good when he's just playing the character instead of like being forced into the wacky aspect, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if I want to see him on like every season. Definitely not every season.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I'd love to see him again. He's so funny, man.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think I said this before, but just like if they did like a 1 week Alex B versus Bert thing, like that'd be awesome, you know?
Yeah, that'd be dope. Alex B also.
Yeah, them too are hilarious. All right. Well, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me on.
All right. Take care, brother. I'll just kick you up real quick. Tulip, before you kick it. Okay. Tulip, after this call, I'm just going to take a quick, like 1 minute pee break, but we'll just get through this one first. What's up, Toucan? Toxic Toucan.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are yourself?
Good. I just figured you mentioned earlier talking about the whole like jet thing that people talk about. I was curious. Clearly.
Could you mute your TV in the background, please?
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, thank you. It's kind of hard to hear you.
Can I mute this for a second? Can I mute this for a second? All right. Should be good. Sound better?
Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Yeah, I guess I was just curious on your thoughts. I kind of felt when you were going through like halfway through the season, you were talking more about production, and then you kind of stopped talking about production. And I was wondering if that's like a conscious effort that you do, or if it's just like
well, at some point, like the vitriol from the fans was like so unavoidable that I kind of. On some level, I have to talk about the meta shit, so it was kind of unavoidable, and I felt like I needed to mention it. But I also didn't want to be like dooming the whole time and just talking about meta shit and shitting on the show. Like, I don't think that would have made good videos, and I don't think that's what people would want either. Because I do want to give my opinions here and there, but I also don't want to like completely color what people's opinions are of the show. So like, I do want it to be biased in a sense, like this is what I saw today, but I don't want it to be like so biased that it's like it's not retelling events accurately. So also the reason why I started cutting out production, because like I'm scrolling through comments as I'm making it, and I'm just moving so quickly that like I don't have time to reflect a lot of the times on like what's working and what's not. So I look through the comments for feedback, and you know, a lot of it's just mean, so I could just ignore those. That's whatever. Yeah. But like sometimes people say things and I'm like, oh, I kind of agree with that. And I don't remember who it was. I remember they said it in a shitty way that made me feel bad, but I thought about it. I'm like, I think they're right. They said something along the lines of like, why are you showing Ben and Jet recap the show in your own recap? I'm like, that kind of makes sense. And I'm like, I don't think I should be showing as much of them. Or if there is something that's important that they're saying in those moments, I can just explain it and just move through it quickly instead of like showing this lengthy thing, because it kind of isn't about them. So I was like, yeah, I kind of agree with that criticism. So it was more like, that's probably, if you notice why I kind of veered away from it, that's why.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't.
Thank you for the 5 gifted, Bush Farn. You can continue.
I just noticed it was one of the videos where they're like, well, why'd you leave Jet out in the middle of the night, like yelling at the contestants or something like that? And I was like, oh, I could have just not seen it. Or
that's possible. Or I just didn't think it was like important. Like I have like a hierarchy system. That's not like, I don't have like rules written on paper on how I make the videos, but I have like a hierarchy system in my brain as to like when I include things. And it's basically like, is it important to the plot? If it is, it's going in 100%. Is it something that's going to be clipped? If I'm going to see this on Twitter, that has to be included. And do I personally find this funny? Those are like the 3 things where I usually include it. The third one, if I'm running behind, I can cut it because it's not important. I just found it funny. And then I also have like a show and tell system where it's like, do I show it or do I explain it? And that's also based on like time. Am I running behind? Because it's quicker for me to tell something than it is for me to show it. And there's a bunch of other factors, but that's kind of how I work. Like, does it meet one of those 3 criteria or more? Like, does it have multiple of them? And do I show or tell? That's kind of, so like sometimes I'm just cutting things because I'm like, it's not important, so I just need to move past it.
Yeah, I actually thought, because I watched your season 4 recap as well, that you, I think you talked a lot less during this season in terms of like, I think season 4 you commentated on things more often, and this one I noticed it seemed more clips.
From what I remember correctly, towards the end of season 4, there wasn't a lot going on, so I was just filling time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was all enjoyable. Nothing. No criticisms. I just kind of curious when you see like when you see comments like that, like how you take it and whatnot.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of the criticisms against me don't really make sense, but I do read them because like you know, people were saying like, oh, you're biased. And I was like, well, that's actually the point. I'm actually trying to be biased somewhat. That's actually my, like, in my head, that's my goal. Like, I don't want it to just be like, this happened and then this happened and then, like, to me that's boring. Like, I want it to be like, I want the video to feel like this is your friend telling you what happened on Fishtank last night. That's kind of how I do want it to have, like, be colored by my interpretation a little bit. So, like, a lot of the criticism is like, it's whatever, it's like their opinion, I don't really give a fuck. But, like, I do have to read it because I have to find if there's something that, like, if a lot of people are saying something, there might be truth to it, and then I'll investigate it. And then if if I think about it later in the day, usually I'm like, that's probably true. Even if they say it in a mean way, I'm like, that's probably true, you know? So then I won't like address the comment because that's whatever. That's going to just invite more people to shit on me. But like, I'll just quietly adjust it myself.
That's cool. That is mainly all I had. Just I'll let you go to the bathroom.
Perfect.
So,
Thank you. Yes,
yeah, I think they're yeah, that's pretty much it. I got nothing.
Okay,
else.
perfect. Well, I appreciate the call.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I have a tiny women's bladder, so I need to pee. I'll be back in fucking like 30 seconds. You can queue up the next call. I'm just going to put on a BRB screen. We'll be back in a few seconds.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible smith sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. I have seen him in the watchfires of 100 certain camps. They have builded him an altar in the evening news and dance. I can read his righteous sentence by the dim and flaring lamps. His day is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible smith sword. His truth is...
Yo, yo. Are you there? Hell yeah. Everyone like the song? Dude, that song's stuck in my head constantly. That might be like top 5 favorite songs of all time. Banger. It's unironically fucking a real song. I was speaking about this earlier this year on stream. I wanted to stop listening to so much of that darn rap music. I was like, I need to listen to whites only music. That was my New Year's resolution this year. So I just started listening to fucking that song, Glory, yeah, Hallelujah, all that shit. Hell yeah. Are you there, shot caller? Shot caller? Okay, I could barely hear you. Are you like driving or something?
Can you hear me now?
I mean, a little bit. Are you driving or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to either? Do you either want to going to be driving for a while? Because you could either like call me or like call me back when you're done driving, or we'll make this short, one of the two, because it's like kind of hard to hear you, man.
Yeah, we can make it short.
Okay, sure.
So I'm just curious what you thought about Bam's hosting.
Not great. I think we all know that. I mean, it's fun to see him on screen. If they would have made him like special guest that pops in everyone, if they would have made him a freeloader that could just leave as he pleases, that would have been like fine. But I mean, he clearly wasn't the host, and yeah, I mean, they needed a host, because I know a lot of people shit on Jet and Ben, but I do think they're both funny. Regardless of what you feel about season 5, I still think that they're funny. But I don't think either of them are correct for the host role. They need someone to fill that, and it wasn't Bam.
Completely agree. And he spoiled a lot of things. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah,
but...
I mean, of course, yeah. It was so insane. It was like, what the fuck, dude? I don't know
Right.
I mean, they had to have known that happened, and they probably were like, it's kind of funny, I guess, and just let him do it. But I mean, like, yeah, they needed to. It's from a fan perspective, it sucked.
Yeah. I just kept hoping for some more jackass Viva La Bam type stuff, but never got it.
I mean, that's kind of like the fact that they didn't do a fish tank jackass bit as like a competition is kind of crazy.
Right.
Like the idea that we didn't hear "Hi, my name's Bam Margera and welcome to Fish Tank." Like they 100% could have did that one night. Like it's kind of nuts that they didn't. It was, I don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah, they do need to lock in a host if they do continue Fish Tank. So, who are your thoughts on who they could replace?
I think Sam is such a character that you need a big character. It's kind of hard to say, man, because I think you need. Again, I like Ben and I like Jet, but they're not like super masculine guys. And I think a giant issue for me personally was the lack of masculinity in the season. You could feel it. It's kind of hard to even say exactly what, but I mean, like, I don't know, just everything kind of felt feminine and like everything felt more coddled and like they weren't going as hard and they weren't doing as much psychological torture and shit. And that was definitely like the masculine aspect of it that was like missing. So you kind of need like an alpha Chad to like come in there and fuck shit up. I don't know who's fucking.
What about Luke?
Luke would be good. I think Luke would be good. I don't know if he would do it, but I think he'd be good. I feel like bringing in someone outside is also a good idea. But it's like, I don't know. Maybe like a pro wrestler or something. Actually, a pro wrestler would be pretty good. Get like, I don't know, like Jake the Snake Roberts. No, he's too old. You need someone that's like young enough. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to like sit down and think about it. I'm kind of like blanking right now.
Yeah, they could definitely.
TJ
they could
Miller?
definitely. Who they say?
TJ Miller.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have the money, but getting TJ Miller would be awesome. Oh, actually, getting fucking Luis J. Gomez, I think would be a good one. I feel
would
like
be good.
Yeah, I feel like he'd be pretty good. Wecking Bob now.
Nah. No. That's another thing is there's so many friends that Bam could have brought on. I feel like also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
yeah, it is what it is. It was kind of a missed opportunity with him, but I definitely think like just him being like a freeloader would have worked better. I'm kind of talking over a TTS that's only playing for me right now because my stream is a little borked at the moment. So okay, I just have to get through that because I couldn't talk and think at the same time. Do you have another question, please?
Well, listen, man, I know my audio sucks, so I'll let you get to some other people. I appreciate you taking me.
Yeah, perfect, man. I appreciate you being a longtime viewer. So thank you so much,
yes,
man.
sir. Hey, thanks for what you do, man.
Yeah, take care, man. Take care. Thank you for the $5, Carl Crump. Jet said the last 24 hours bring back an enforcer. He wants in between season stuff in the house. I like the season, but it needs more structure. Yes and no.
Hello.
So, sorry, I'm just replying to a super chat right now. Yes and no. I feel like things were overstructured this season, especially in the first 2 weeks, to the point where like they needed like the idea that they were like, okay, we're gonna leave the goo factory for the last week. The only reason it was even good was literally like Bert just being Bert and fucking Bashir being so like obsessed with making the goo and just wanting like a place for him not to get fucked with for a few hours. Like it was almost it was natural that place was interesting, but I mean like outside of that the goo factory sucked. So I think like less structured kind of. Yeah, anyways, how's it going, Gazulic?
Yeah, I'm
Did we
good.
speak
Hello
already?
there. I think so. Yeah, I think we did like once, like in the summer.
Oh, okay, but I meant like this stream. I
You
feel
were
like
like, you were like, get this shit together, you know, like start doing sports, get your like fucking diet right. And you know what?
Yeah.
You know what I did about it?
What'd you
I
do?
didn't give a shit about it. No, nothing.
Fuck yeah, dude. Don't listen to me. I'm an
Oh
asshole.
yeah. You know what I did? I
What'd you
watched
do?
Fishtank nonstop.
Hell yeah.
You know, for
That's
a
what's
month.
up. Dude, fuck
No,
your
but-
body, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, right? I was trying to get in here because, you know, I'm an IT guy. I'm pretty good at video games, and I would really
Okay.
like to become a Fishtank contestant. Maybe you can get me in touch with Jet and shit.
You're asking the wrong fucking guy,
No,
man.
no.
DM
That's
him. What the
obviously
fuck? I have
a
no
joke.
connection.
Obviously, just a joke. No, but seriously, actually, I just wanted to bring up. I think Herd Bird challenge was insane.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Ben stepped in and then Bert was like, "No, let it be me." That's crazy. How is that not scripted?
Dude, the icing on, because Bert has great comedic timing. Like he knows what to say in those moments. And him at the end, when they ask him how did he enjoy it, and he was like, "That was more violent than I thought it was gonna be." Dude, Bert is so fucking funny. He's like he's underrated as a comedian because he's so good at I don't even want to say a straight guy, but like he doesn't break often, so it's hard to tell when he's being comedic and when he's just being him, because he is a character outside of him playing the character. So that's what he's really good at. He's an alien, man. He's like an anomaly.
He's a beast. He's the highlight. He's something that, you know, made me fall in love with the show for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
it's fucking insane.
Yeah, so good, so good.
So, man, what was that piece of shit that Anissa deep throated?
Oh no, they I have it in the recap. They explain exactly what it is. It was a peanut butter jelly sandwich that they just like smushed up.
Ooh, that was insane. It was an insane.
Yeah. No, Jet talked about it. It's actually he explained exactly what it was, and it's in my recap. So maybe you just missed it, but
Okay, so I probably just missed it. My bad.
Yeah, no, it's all
So another one is, why exactly do you think no Frank? I mean, you did mention it on your recaps that, you know, they have some, you know, the absence of Sam is what was the main cause sort of his absence. But what is the disagreement sort of between Ben and Jet and Frank?
I don't know.
Could it be speculated?
I don't know exactly. After season 1, in between season 1 and 2, there was a Twitter space that Frank was in. And he was talking mad shit about Jet, saying that he wasn't going to come back. I don't remember exactly what he was saying, but he was saying some shit. And then I was in there just as a listener. And then Jet popped in, and they started like arguing in front of everyone, and like talking about real shit. And it kind of ended on a bad note with like Jet saying, "Frank, you're never coming back." And then he came back for season 2, and he was there for season 3. I would assume, and I don't remember off the top of my head what they were arguing about. There is a video on my YouTube channel that covered it at the time. So if you just like go search for that, it's there. Like I said, it's been so long, I don't remember what the context of all that was. I would assume probably there's something behind the scenes between them two that was going on that never got resolved. And probably, and this is all speculation, obviously, but probably the glue holding them together was Sam Hyde, because Sam was friends with both of them. And now Sam's not there, so he's like, yeah, fuck Frank. I don't like him, or something. That's, again, assumption. I don't know, but that's just like that's just what I think happened. I could be wrong, though.
Thank you so much. I have a couple of more, if I may, just real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
So, I was wondering why they get Emmas and Peytons on the show. Is it just because they're like females and attractive, and, you know, just
Probably.
to sort of
Probably,
make
yeah.
donations?
Probably. Well, I think it's also hard to tell. I think sometimes it's hard to tell if someone's going to be interesting or not. They, you know, sometimes it's just an L. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like you really thought that there was going to be something there and there wasn't, and it's just kind of an L, you know? So.
Got it. I wanted to say that I really, really love Ben and Jet as dragons. That was so insanely nice, right until Alex B made it about Game of Thrones, which became really lame. But right before that, dragons insane. Yeah, and I guess the last one, it would mean the world to me if I could become your protege, because I have the cucumber, but I don't have any feet, and I need your feet, man.
Okay.
I really need your feet. Please give me your feet. Give me your feet now.
Okay, well, that's going to be a hard no. What the fuck? That was a weird way to ask.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I was trying to be funny.
No, it's
but
all good,
cool,
it's all
man.
good.
Thank you so much.
I
Thank you
appreciate
so
it, man.
much. Cool, man. Thank you
Yeah,
so much,
take
and
care,
have a
take
good
care.
one. And
You
I'll
too.
watch more of your shit.
Hell yeah. Take care of yourself. That was fun. How we feeling, chat? How's chat feeling on this? Frank doxing Alex B's dad's grave was Kino. Is that who doxed it? What's up, Toxic? How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just reading some chats here. I feel like I haven't been interacting with chat at all.
That's fine.
Well, you guys aren't that interesting. Okay, what are you up to? I'll just keep.
Yeah, I'm more interesting than those fuckers. I just wanted to say first off, as a fellow big-nosed Canadian,
yeah.
seeing that representation in the fish tank community means a lot to me. You know, we're probably the most marginalized group like on the planet. So
probably, yeah.
Yeah. But it kind of sucks because the guy right before me, I was gonna ask about Frank. He kind of stole that question from me. But another thing I guess I thought was kind of interesting was you saw a lot of the fans kind of clamoring for like Frank.
Yeah.
You really didn't see that for Fatty. I was kind of surprised. You know, Fatty is kind of like Frank is kind of a staple.
I feel like Fatty's a bit more of a toss-up, though. I feel like a lot of people don't like Fatty. I could tell you that.
I am one of those people who doesn't like Fatty. He gets on my nerves.
Well, there
like,
you go.
Really
You just
easily.
answered your own question.
But at the same time, that's the thing is like he does get on my nerves, but him being there to kind of get on the contestants' nerves, I think kind of adds a lot to it. And there's so many iconic moments where it's like, yes, his 100th Gilbert Gottfried impression, like it's like shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
But like after but there's so many. He's like a really good instigator, I find. Like so many big moments, like Taylor's big blow up at him, like, and just like fucking with him is part of it. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Well,
also,
I'll say this, because I think he's pretty underrated, and he gets a lot of shit. But I think a guy that is there to be annoying, to annoy the fans, and to annoy people in the house, that's really good is Dunye. Dunye is so good at getting under people's skin. I mean, the getting Bert to like get angry and like get aggro and like throw shit, like that was really good. You know what I mean? I think Dunye is pretty underrated. As annoying as he can be, that is, I think, his role though, and I think he plays like the Fatty role in that sense.
No, I 100% agree. The fact that he is like Fat, where he never shuts up. Like he can just talk and talk and talk. Yeah, I think he definitely filled that role, and I feel like Sam not being there, I think like with Frank, I think Sam was kind of the glue, kind of keeping Fatty, because I don't know if you saw, but Fatty did a stream on YouTube where he said that at the beginning, I guess in like April or something of last year, like Jed had reached out to him and like they were gonna have him on, and then when the season was starting, like a couple days before, Jet basically said, "Oh, like we don't need you anymore." So. I don't know. It was I found that pretty surprising because like Frank, I think a lot of like the fans think he's kind of a staple. But I guess I don't know. I am a little worried about the direction, I guess. When you see a lot of people calling it like kick tank.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it go too far down that road. I think it'd become a lot more boring. And,
I would agree 100%.
An idea I have for a host of a guy who has been very public about watching is Danny Brown. Danny Brown has like said in the past he's watched it. I think of kind of having like a kind of psycho unhinged guy. Like he could play that character pretty well.
Yeah.
And he would be if you want to try and get like more normie contestants, that would be a good way of like, oh, we've got Danny Brown on. But
I said this with an earlier caller. I think though I like Danny Brown and I think he's funny and I think he would probably make a good freeloader if he just showed up for a couple days. I think the show, if you're gonna have people that are like there every day, the show is kind of drastically missing like a positive male role model, if you will, some like high testosterone thing to balance out Letty. Like everyone loves Letty, but like we can't we can't have like all these like females deciding what the challenges are going to be and when to press people because they're going to lean more towards coddling them. Like you need someone that's like a little more like vicious, and I think Danny Brown wouldn't be that. I think he would be interesting. I think the same way having Bam on for a couple days would be interesting, but I don't think he should be the host. I'm just going to respond to this super chat for a second. Thank you, Liam Vengeance. I think that's how you pronounce that. Thank you for the $10. They need Dunye and Bert on every season. The sassy gay back and forth is so fucking funny. Not every season. It would get kind of run its course, but definitely it was a highlight for season 5 for me, 100%. Sorry, back to you.
Oh, all good. No, I definitely it's gonna be interesting to see. I think definitely without Sam, the show is missing quite a lot. I think honestly that is kind of the crux of a lot of people when they talk about the different feel of how this show feels this season. I think like the lack of Sam's presence like really played into that, because like there isn't some guy who can just show up at any time and kind of into like when people talk about like there was no one to really press James, like Sam would have been that guy. And I'm a day one James fan. I'll fully admit. I think I'm at odds with a lot of people here. I wanted James to win. I kind of wanted to see the different, like, let there be a normie.
Yeah.
And one thing I will say, I don't know, maybe you said this with an earlier caller, but him kind of having to go beyond that normie role, especially at the end with choking out the twins, I think a lot of people expected him to kind of give up. Like, honestly, I think if it was Bashir against the twins, I think Bashir would have, like, tried to do the honorable thing and been like, let them have it. And I think that would have also been pretty lame, to be honest. I think that would have been more lame than this ending. And so seeing James kind of push past, so I think most people would say like that normie tendency to be like, let the girls win in the fight. I kind of respected the fact that, and also seeing him do 2 chokes at the same time, doing a rear naked choke and like the other choke at the same time on the twins was hilarious.
Yeah, visually very funny. I think if he had been pressed more earlier in the season and was forced into situations where he would have to do things that broke his moral code more often instead of right at the end, people would have respected him more. And I think more of the OG fans would have liked him more. But like, because that's kind of like character growth moments where he's like willing to do things that he's uncomfortable with because he understands, you know, 50K is 50K, but it's also not fucking $1 million. You know what I mean? So like he was willing to do it not only just for the money, but like to give an entertaining show. Like that could have been like a character arc for him, and it was like it just kind of happened all at the end. And I just think if they would have worked on him a little earlier in the season, people probably would have felt very different about him.
Yeah, I agree. I think he kind of, I mean, he like you said, like he kind of became like the guy in control of the house. He was very OP.
Yeah.
I think like I do think it was funny that basically he led the charge to kick out like every single freeloader. I think honestly, I think part of what was in his head was he thought, oh, a freeloader's in here, it's our job to kick the freeloader out, and it's not necessarily the freeloader is here to fuck with us. I think he kind of misunderstood, and they probably just didn't communicate it to him well enough that it's like, no, we don't want you to throw this person out 20 minutes after they get here.
It's also very funny though.
It was, seeing him throw Clayton was so that was a great moment from this season.
Yeah. Well, I think he was also drunk at that point. You know what I mean?
For sure. Him, yeah. I think it would have been funnier, like, because he had moments like doing the like giving Emma the swirly, even though like they told him to make like a viral moment. But it would have been cooler to see, like, yeah, I do agree. Even though I wanted him to win, it would have been nice to see him do more crazy stuff. But you know, also seeing him like kick down every door in the house. Fort Drake was probably my favorite arc this whole season. Like, watching him defend against literally everyone in the house. Like they brought in Danye and the midget to like back him up, and then they didn't do anything. And then they were like going down and like helping the other fish. And I guess he had Laura, who was it was basically him and Laura versus the whole house. I thought that
it was because it was only Bashir and Vimp. No one else did anything.
I guess that is true.
It was literally a 2v2.
Yeah, they all kind of did kind of pussy out, but I mean, but they weren't necessarily backing James up. They were technically on Bashir's side, but I do agree.
They were just standing there silently, though. It's like, what is that?
I think I was very disappointed. That's kind of where I was a big Landon fan at the beginning, but that was kind of where he sort of started to lose favor with me a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah, well, he's a fun character on the show, but he couldn't have won. Because
I don't think
it's just he just didn't have the drive, and so it's whatever. So it's like, I think he kind of got eliminated where he should have. I don't think.
Yeah, I think he could have.
A lot of people criticized me saying I was like biased for sending Bashir a bunch of candies, which is crazy because it's like the first time I've ever bought like a fish toy was that one time I sent him. I just emptied my wallet. I was like, I'm never going to use this. Fuck it. But like the reason I did it wasn't necessarily this is people like just imply intent when you do things without like asking you why you did it. But like people just assumed I did that because I'm like, I just want Bashir to win. I was like, no, I just don't want fucking I don't want him to be eliminated. That's why I did it. I was like, he might get eliminated and Landon might be in. That's super uninteresting to me. I'm gonna support him because I want him to. I don't even care if he wins. I just want him to be in the finals versus James Drake.
100%. No, it's actually funny. I remember I was watching and I heard your name get like he read off your name, and I was thinking the same thing. Even as a James Drake supporter, I was like, this is making the show more interesting. The longer Bashir is here, like, I think everyone is kind of in agreement that Bashir versus James would have been the best finale.
Yeah.
I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot by they should have just kicked out the twins when they didn't have their candy, because then I think it would have been obvious that Landon would have been out next, and then they could have had their big moment. But they kind of bent the rules for the twins because they knew they were fan favorites, and they kind of fucked themselves with that decision.
Yeah, because I don't think they intended the twins to be so good at Jeopardy.
No, definitely not. I think Jet looked pissed when they won. Jet looked so pissed. That was so funny.
I don't think that was intended at all. I think Jeopardy was kind of pretty clearly like geared towards Bashir.
100 with the geography and like the weird dude, like the capital of Uzbekistan. Like, of course, only Bashir is gonna know that.
Yeah.
Like, no, 100%. They were rigging that to give him, because they knew if James got immunity, it would be more of a toss-up. But I think they figured, James versus the twins, easy James W. But then, Family Guy.
It's literally Family Guy fucked up the finale, dude.
It's so crazy to
for
think
a
that
mid cartoon. It's not even that good. Fuck Family Guy, man.
Family Guy is good to watch in the background of other shit. I wouldn't just watch it.
Family Guy is good if you're fucking so high you can't think.
Exactly.
If you're sober, it's like it's just not funny.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's good for YouTube shorts when you see the clips of top 5 Family Guy moments.
Yeah, or if you're like, if you just got home and you're blackout drunk and you just want to eat something and go to bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something to take your mind off things. But
yeah,
I don't think this season was as bad as a lot of people think it was. I do think it is going a different direction. I would say it's probably my 4th favorite. I think it's better than season 4 purely because season 4 didn't end. If I didn't realize that when you said earlier, I guess, that they knew it was going to get shut down.
Yeah.
In my mind, season 4 was always like the what could have been. I thought they were going to do 2 weeks at season 1, 2 weeks in the season 2 house, 2 weeks in the season 3 house. And I thought that was a great idea, like when they went there. But knowing that's definitely disappointing to learn.
So that kind of, I think that was their plan, was to do ban evasion, but I guess they didn't count on being shut down completely, which kind of happened.
Yeah,
because they got doxxed in the second house like the same day they were there, and
it was like one guy. It was like this like unhinged like 40-year-old.
Yeah, but like they were told before the season. I think it was Slacker Blue released all this. They were told before the season by the county. I'm not even sure I don't even think it was the city. I think it was the county. Told them you're not allowed to film this season, and we're fining them every day that they were live.
Oh wow!
So like
That's
they went,
nuts.
yeah, they went in knowing that, and I think they got sent that letter. I'm trying to remember because it's all like I just read, I read the document once, and then I think they got it like a month or 2 before the season started. They were told that.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, ballsy on. Yeah, I think season 4 in my mind is like the season that could have been. Like, there was some really good bits from season 4. Ben in his underwear, pretending like he doesn't know how to skateboard, was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like him constantly showing Arye his fucking Marvel underwear.
Yeah, I mean, Freddie was just always funny. I think Durant.
Freddie was. I think it would have been down to those two. I think it would have been
that was the story. It was the will they won't they.
Unless Freddie managed to like burn himself out or like really piss off production, and then
that probably would have happened. But I think just you had to. I mean, who else was going to be competitive, really?
Yeah, no, I think it would have been funny to see. I wanted to see Arya get eliminated. I think his crash out would have been hilarious. I fucking hated that guy, but he was funny. But
it's crazy how much the post-season hate. I don't think any character in Fishtank history has been hated as much as him.
Just because he's annoying. He's just like he's just like a caricature of a Redditor.
Yeah.
I can I can sing this entire musical.
Yeah.
Guys, you don't really know this about this random fucking My Little Pony episode. Like, just fuck that guy. And Daniel, I don't know if you see my profile picture. As an Evangelion fan, Daniel drove me nuts. He gave us a bad reputation, dude. He like,
Damn.
like, I mean, he was funny. I like Daniel. I think he could have had a good arc, but
Honestly, I don't remember him all that much, so I don't really have a
remember,
thought on
well,
him.
when he what is it? When he in the candy challenge, it was at the end, he was just moping and he totally he wasn't even trying. Derench basically had to force him to like steal Angelina's candy. He was like having a little hissy fit when she stole his candy right before the end.
Well, yeah, he got the super bad. I think fucked him up when he found out.
Yeah,
Freddie.
he
was
kind of
like-
had the same thing that happened to Landon. It's like a girl kind of tanked him in the in the tank.
I mean, for guys with autism, girls are like, yeah, you know what I mean. It's like it's always gonna be that. They're just gonna be it's their kryptonite. Anyways, thank you for the chat. I have a ton of callers still, so we're gonna move on to the next guy.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for talking to me. And just everyone also watch the videos on his channel. They're great. Your Las Vegas shooting video. Oh, that's
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right.
no
Take
problem.
care,
All
man.
right. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Ooh, I guess I have to pick the next one. Fuck, I haven't been paying attention to. Oh, Tulip, you're back.
Hey, to be fair, we cannot both move people at the same time.
I didn't touch anything.
Oh, we must have just jumped out. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's all good. On to the next one, please. What's up? Moan Banjo. You might be muted. Daniel sucked. I don't remember Daniel, truthfully. I don't remember what he was like. Okay, well, that guy's gone. What's up, Catgirl Oo?
Oh shit, no way.
I knew it was going to be a guy's voice. Catgirl
Yeah,
Oo,
no.
come on.
Oh, is Adam in here? Is the guy named Adam in here?
Who the fuck? I don't know what you're talking about.
What am I seeing? Oh no, that's the waiting room. Never mind.
You're talking to
My bad.
Cucumber Feet right now.
Oh. Dude. Anyways. The guy in the chat beforehand, Adam, met Jet Neptune, and he has like photos to prove it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Anyways. Yeah, I wanted to get your opinions on Laura.
Okay. Like just in general, or do you have any do you want to give your thoughts and have me respond?
Yeah, I was going to say, in my opinion, I think it's a sentiment among like most people that she kind of outstayed her welcome near the end of the show, and then her leaving was just kind of a way to get rid of her, cycle things out.
Yeah, I mean, she needed to managing monitor. We'll do that. She needed to be out like way earlier. She way overstayed the welcome. And that's not like a testament to, you know, how like her being a bad competitor. I just think like, yeah, she burned out and she just needed to be, she was always going to be a short and quick type of gal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
so
like
yeah, some people in
like,
chat are saying Laura was awful. She wasn't. I think she was objectively really good. If she was kicked the day JD left, you probably would have a very different opinion of her because her JD arc was fucking like top tier.
Yeah, I think she just hyper focused on Bashir for like the latter half of the show, leading to just like, oh, she's cutting up his stuff again. Great.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of
amazing.
I think that's like who she was as a person. Like, I don't think she was. I think she just kind of hyper focused on one thing after the other, and that's just kind of how she operates. So, and it was like I know they tried with Letty to like redirect her ire to other people, but it's not who she is. So I think she needs to be like a fucking just a bulldog that comes in and comes out, and that's it.
It kind of sounds like you're describing Frank Hassel, if I'm being honest.
Oh, that's Frank Hassel too. Yeah, absolutely. Just in and out. You don't want Frank there for fucking 2 weeks, though. You would hate him.
Oh yeah, no, that's not feasible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I really enjoyed Laura and the JD gay arc. That was really, really big highlight of the season. I think there was nothing like that in like season 4. Like that level of fucking with someone, and then leading up to the call was just wonderful. Really, really, really good story.
Do you think that was his girlfriend?
Yes, I honestly, I'm like super schizo. I think he's in a polyamorous relationship, and
That could be true.
Yeah, I think that Alex is the what's it called?
The bull.
Alex is the bull. Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a good theory.
JD just had he just had that inflection in his voice and just like way of demeanor that just at some point your gator is just gonna start beeping. And I think Laura caught on to that.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of. It's like, what do we? Yeah, I mean, you're saying it for me. It's like, what are we talking about here?
Yep.
He has a whole song dedicated to him. Did that song get released? Is that like listenable anywhere?
Oh, I think I saw it on Twitter. Yeah, the
Yeah?
JD Gay song and Landon's.
Yeah, they need to post all those because those are like they're. I hated AI music up until season 5. I was like, this is actually not that bad. Some of these are pretty good.
Yeah.
They
were catchy.
At one point, what was it? Oh yeah, it was the Easter egg challenge. Because so it was like on Easter, right? In the morning, I was like, okay, it's Easter. They're probably gonna do like an Easter egg hunt or something. So I made I got a subscription to Suno and just made like a bunch of AI songs I was gonna use in the video, and then they had also done the same, and theirs were better, so I just went with theirs. But like I don't even know if I could find them. I don't know if I kept them, but like they're in my account somewhere. But yeah, I made like a bunch of them.
Funny.
Yeah.
Damn. Got pre-TTS mogged.
Yeah, apparently.
So fucked up. But yeah, no, I just really I thought it was a really stellar performance, Laura. That's it. That's basically it. My other thoughts about the season are like everybody else's exact thoughts.
Yeah. I'm just gonna reply to this chat for a second. Limp Brisket, what happened to AB in the official recaps? I don't know for sure, but I could probably tell you what happened because it almost happened to me. And this was like every season there's like a stint that's like extremely high stress for me, and this was it. I don't remember what days it was, but if you guys remember, there was one day where the video was up and got taken down. Basically, it was actually Laura both times. She fucked me up, but I didn't want to say anything at the time because I wasn't sure if people were like mass flagging me or not, and that's the reason. So I didn't want to like give it too much fuel and be too open about it because if I didn't want to like encourage more, basically, if it was that. It turned out it wasn't, but it was one of the days. It was fucking so dumb. Laura put the chocolate by her vagina, and Landon used the back of his hand to like touch her vagina to see if the chocolate box was there. And
But he was the cop. Yeah.
Yeah. And YouTube flagged that as like sexual shit or like non-consensual sexual content. And basically like I'd wait, like the videos would be scheduled from the night before after uploading them to like come out at 7 a.m. But I'd generally wake up around like 7:30, 8 and just like check comments, whatever, make sure everything's good. But that day, basically, I woke up and then I have a community guideline strike against my channel. And if I get a second one, I'm banned from uploading for a week. I'm pretty sure that's what happened with the official thing. They were literally banned from uploading for a full week, which is probably why they were just uploading them on the site directly. I'm assuming because it happened to me. That day I basically showed up late to work, but like spent the morning hyper re-editing and uploading multiple versions of that video to try and get it back on. But I also like appealed it, and during that process it got accepted, so the original just went back up. And then literally the next day, the day after, and this is what made me think, oh, maybe I'm getting mass flagged. It happened to me a second time, and I still have that strike on my account. It's not removed. And it was for Laura saying the N-word with a hard R. It was deemed as like hate speech. And so like basically from that day moving forward, every day, and even yesterday it happened, I would wake up at fucking 7 o'clock on the dot, no like alarm or anything, but 7 o'clock on the dot in like a fucking panic. Like I would like, you know, like you kind of like, there's like a gradient to you waking up where you're like kind of slowly gather your consciousness. No, it was like 1 to 100. I'd wake up in a panic and then instantly turn on my phone to see if my channel's been deleted. So that, and then like even like yesterday that happened to me, or this morning rather, that happened to me. I woke up fucking 7 a.m. this morning, even though I didn't have a YouTube video come out, just to see. I don't know, just my body is now like used to that, where I wake up at 7 a.m. every day in a fucking panic to see if my entire YouTube account's been deleted for Laura saying the N-word. Fucking insane.
Yeah,
so stupid.
so liberal with that shit. It was insane.
Yeah,
He
well,
just kept going.
Here's the thing. In my mind, and this has been proven, but whatever. In my mind, when people are saying it with the A, do I have a... We coming for you, nigga! That was the closest one I had on my soundboard. I have a lot more N-words on my soundboard, though. Whenever... Nigger. That's the one I wanted. That was Young Thug. Whenever someone says it, YouTube can't determine if you're white or black, so they just let it go. It was literally so I never censor it because it doesn't matter. Ironically, it's like the one word you don't have to censor and you still get monetized. But the problem is that she said it with the ER and they just deemed it as hate speech regardless of context. So I got fucked. So then from there, I'm like, it's not even worth it. All ends are being deleted. Moving forward, no more ends. I'm playing with fire here. It's not worth it. Nigger. So that's what I did.
No, that's insane. She said it enough to get your channel.
No, it was literally just the one time she said it once with a hard ER. Every other time was with an A, and it was completely fine. No, they didn't give a fuck. Alex B said it a million times. They didn't give a fuck. The one time she says it with an ER, it fucking almost nukes my channel. I was so pissed. So fucking pissed.
You like yelled it at least once, I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, I would just cut around it from that point. And if I had to include her saying it, I would silence it. That one word.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's yeah. No.
Shout outs to Laura.
Yeah, absolute shout outs to Laura. She's yeah. What was it? Oh yeah. What was Vicky? Day one was. She was, as she kept going, she just, I don't know. I feel like she never softened up, if that makes sense. She never like took the blows as they were. I feel like the kratom thing like actually fucked her head up. She was like actually totally an addict.
Yeah, well, I think she's just. I think that's a nice way of saying this because I don't want to be mean. I think she's just kind of a spurg. Like on top of being a kratom addict, like she's just kind of just everything. Like she has a hard time looking outside of herself as a human. So and she's like she can't take accountability for anything. Also, I don't know. She may have been acting for some of it too, because there was like her final day, like. She was very clearly acting, but kind of using the same tactics she would always do, which is like deny, and all that shit, and cry and stomp her feet. So, I mean, it made me retroactively think that like maybe if under more scrutiny, going back on the footage, maybe she was actually lying a bunch about like a bunch of that and was like playing a character, and she knew she was going to leave at some point. Because I mean, like, oh, my cat, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's whatever.
Yeah, no, it was hard to tell.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for the call. There's like a ton more people.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm just gonna move on to the next guy if you don't mind.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I would suggest Adam if you want to get him in here. That would be very, very entertaining. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, take care, man. Thank you for the chat.
You.
Okay. What's up, Ronnie Tsunami? No, Adam, I guess.
Yo, sorry, I just had to mute your stream.
All good. What's up, brother?
Not much. I was just to touch on the AI music. You just mentioned that. I kind of agreed with you. I was like,
hold on, can you hold on 1 second?
Oh,
my nose
yeah, no
is
problem.
not like Emma's. Fuck you. Hers is way more black eye than me. It's super wide. Mine is long. Big difference. Do we both have big noses? Yes. Very different shapes. So don't lump me in the fucking Emma boat. I have white guy big nose. She has something else. You can continue.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I was kind of anti-AI before that too, but I think what's like cool about it is they're just using it to contribute to like art they're already putting like real life content into, so that like it kind of just enhances it, and I like that about it.
Well, I mean, there's the element of Fishtank where it's like everything is just kind of like shitty and like not the highest quality, and there's like a charm to that. So I think like in that context, like the AI music actually kind of works because like, you know, the show isn't like this high production value thing, you know?
Right. It's like a flavor to what they're like everything they're already doing.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to touch on to me, like a lot of people have been complaining about just season 5 in general, but what I've kind of been doing is like looking at it as like an outside scope of it's season 5 and like the culmination of season 3, because we didn't get like the real ending to season 3. And that's kind of what production was trying to do with the Goo Room. They're trying to have Alex B and Bert come in and fight, but unfortunately Alex got kicked early and they had to like bring him back. Does that like make any sense to you at all, or am I crazy?
Yes and no. Sorry, someone made a comment like way earlier tonight about my nose shadow, and like it was funny and I mentioned it, but I didn't like register to me, and like I just noticed I do have a nose shadow and now it's all I could look at. It's very distracting.
Yeah, you got a big one.
Dude, it looks so fucking funny. It's all I could look at now. Fuck. Dude,
yeah, now that you mention it, it is pretty fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It almost looks like a soul patch on your fucking chin.
I look like shit. This sucks so hard. Fuck me. That actually fucked me up. Whoever said that, you fucked me up for life now. That's all. I'm never going to be able to stream again. What was your question? Sorry, that just completely derailed me.
I was saying like a lot of people are dooming on like season 5 and everything, but like I kind of hear what they're saying and criticisms of it, but if they look at it from an outside perspective, it's not just about season 5 to me. It's like also the culmination of season 3, because the ending of that was kind of scuffed. And the Goo Room was kind of like they're setting up to have Alex be in there making goo, and then have like Bert come in, but unfortunately Alex is saying he's going to kill people, and they had to like kick him off the show for a bit.
Yeah.
But luckily they still got to do it, and like the shit wars was like the best thing in Fishtank history. Like I think Bert and Alex are the best fish ever, and like having them add on to this season just made it like I still would put season 2 like right behind season 3. Like season 3 is the best to me, then season 2, and then I got season 5 just because it like gave us an actual culmination to season 3 and like finished the Bert and Alex story.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this like at the beginning of the stream, but because someone asked me like basically what would be my rank, and if I'm ranking it like outside of enjoyment, right? Not what I personally think is the best, but what I think is physically the best season. You know what I mean? Like I'm being like objective instead of subjective as much as possible. I think just for the simple fact that season 5 actually had a finish, I think puts it automatically puts it above 3 and 4. Because like both of those kind of didn't end. Like you could say season 3 had a finish, but not really.
It was scuffed because they got kicked out of the house.
Yeah, well, I mean, even before that, like Famous House 2.0 was like fucking a disaster. Like didn't make any sense.
I agree. Like Famous House 2.0 was like pretty shitty, but like they could have still saved it had they like got to finish it in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
probably,
you can't really.
But we don't know what would happen. You know what I mean? Of
course. It's just they got. I mean, and that's another thing with production is like the season 3 got fucked because they couldn't like figure out their legal issues, and season 4 got fucked for the same reason. So like, at least that didn't happen this season. You know.
Yeah. Thank you for the $5, CJC, and then a bunch of numbers. Alex and Bert reminded us this season that they are levels. Sorry, the fucking chat's moving it to this thing we call Fishtank. Thank you. Appreciate the $5. Yeah. I agree with what you said. I was listening totally.
And then I guess I wanted to ask, because you've touched on it a couple times tonight, like what makes you so convinced that like Bert is playing a character? Like
he said it.
Like
he's straight up said it that he's like was playing like a hyper version of himself. Like there is like a truth to the character he's playing. Like he's not.
Well, he's amping it up.
But he's I mean, well, all good character, like this is like a term if you're like a pro wrestling fan and you listen to any like pro wrestler.
Of course, I've done pro wrestling.
Oh, there you go. So then you know, like you know, the best characters are just yourself turned up to 11, and that's what Bert's doing.
Right? Yeah, of course. But like a lot of people, like I don't know, like it's still him at the end of the day. He's just turning it up and.
Sure, he's not Daniel Day-Lewis. I get that. But like I kind of realized it partway through season 3. I was like, oh, none of this schizo shit's real. Like he was just
you don't think the schizo shit's real?
No.
Well, what about the reason I think the schizo shit's real is because of what happened in season 3 with Alex B. Like he like gave him medication to calm Alex. Like Bert just knows how to medicate himself, and like he literally cures Alex B's fucking like like he says you have schizoaffective disorder, and I think Alex B does, because he reminds me of like people I know who literally have schizoaffective
No,
disorder.
I think there was I think at the beginning it was real, but I think he kind of realized partway through the show that like, oh, this is what the fans want, just me to be like schizo, so that's what he did.
Well, he literally stopped taking his meds. He says, "I stopped taking my meds so that my schizophrenic."
He also said that he gave himself amnesia when they did Famous Us 2.0. That he knows how to give himself amnesia and forgot who he was. Like that wasn't real.
I can agree with that's not real, but I think he's like has schizophrenia.
Oh, sure,
like,
I believe that he does, but I also think that he's like pretty smart. And he's also has
played it up. He's amped it up a bit, but like he also did stop taking his medications. Like if you go back and watch, like if you watch,
like have you spoken to Bert or watched any of his content post season 3?
A little bit. I've never spoken to him
because I've spoken to him like multiple times on stream, and like he's like he's pretty open that he was like playing into it a lot more than you would think.
No, I mean, I agree with that, but also he did stop taking his meds, and that's like going to amp it up. Like, you know what I mean? So like I don't know, earlier you said he was like faking having schizophrenia or something along those lines.
No, that's not, if I said that, I just like, I misspoke. That's not exactly
I don't
what
think
I
you
meant.
directly said that, but that's what I like took from what you were saying,
and if that's what I was implying, that's not what I was trying to imply, basically. It's just,
Okay,
I mean, like
fair
he's, I'm like, yes, it's coming from a real place because he is kind of crazy, but he's also I think he also is legitimately very smart and has great comedic timing and knows what people want and knows how to play things up.
Oh, I agree with that. I mean, like the energy drink clip from the finale was just fucking hilarious. Like, do you remember that when like Ben says hold that energy and then sets down his energy drink and Bert like just picks it up and like that was just so fucking good.
I don't think I included that, but that was very funny. Or like, even just like a small thing, like when Ben puked in the bag, like immediately is like, are you going to use that? Can I have that? He's like, oh, and then smells it and says, oh, I'll keep this for later. Like that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, he's just, he really is fucking genius level smart too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
for sure.
he knows how to apply it all. And like, that's why he's the best fucking contestant ever. And then, one more thing I would want to touch on before I let you get someone else in here is you're talking about how like Ben and Jet like shouldn't be the host, like they're still funny. They need like the masculine guy. I agree with that. Do you think it would be best to try to find someone else or try to get Sam back in there if they could?
Well, I just don't think Sam's going to do it. I think he's just kind of moved on. I think he's, I mean, this is like, again, this is all me just thinking. I don't fucking know him personally. But I mean, he's just, he's just 40 and just wants to do political shit, which is fine. I'm not super into it personally, but his stuff,
I'm not either. I'm about the other end of the spectrum.
But I just think he's like probably too old to be playing with retards. So I don't think he's coming back. That's just that's kind of the vibe I get. But
that's fair. Do you have anyone that you think they should get?
Again, I don't. I was asked this earlier, and I don't. Off the top of my head, I can't think of. Like, I'd have to like sit down and think about someone solid. I think someone who like is or was a pro wrestler would be good, but I don't want someone that's like so outside the age range that they don't get. Like having Bam have zero context for like what mogging is. You know what I mean? Like, like Sam might be older, but he's ingrained in internet culture enough to like put 2 and 2 together if he doesn't know what something means or can like ask and has like a general context for things. But like there's too much you would need to explain to a Bam for him to like be fully understanding of what's even going on. So
you said Luis J. Gomez earlier. I think that actually would be a pretty good one.
Yeah, Luis J. Gomez I think would be good. Like like a more masculine comedian or like a pro wrestler, but like a pro wrestler it would be hard because like anyone.
I just can't even think of like a pro wrestler that like could do it because like any of the ones that you might think of are like
fucking libtards
every week.
Yeah,
that too. Either that too, they're like left wing and they won't be down with the N word.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it wouldn't be WWE, that's for sure. It'd have like AEW maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like Darby Allin came in for like that one bit, but
but he's not like a talking guy. You would need like a MJF.
Yeah, he's not a talking guy, and he's not like he's not the most physically imposing either.
Yeah, like you need like an MJF,
either.
but like MJF wouldn't do it because he's too big.
Yeah, he wouldn't do it because you just wouldn't have the time. Maybe you could go for like an indie deathmatch wrestler, something like that. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, you would need someone with like high charisma. Like you can't.
You know who like Schlack is?
No, I'm not.
Okay, he's like he's an independent deathmatch wrestler who would. He would definitely fit the physically imposing, and I don't know. That's something they could look into. I don't know,
Okay.
but yeah. Other than that, I'll probably head off now. But thanks for letting me come on.
Yeah, it was a nice chat. Thank you for stopping by.
Hell yeah!
All right, take care, dude.
You too.
Thank you for the $10, Strange Brew. Blaine said on his stream today that he's not allowed to talk about the Frank Hassel situation because of an NDA. All TTS with Frank is now rejected too, so whatever the beef is, it's huge. I mean, I probably would assume everyone signs NDAs for everything because it's like standard. It would be like a standard thing a show would make you sign. I mean, I could be wrong here, but I highly doubt they would actually like legally enforce that. I mean, look at sorry, I'm just gonna finish this thought, Cena.
No problem.
But if you look at Bert talked mad shit about Jet specifically. Tried to do his investigation of the Nepstein files post season 4, and even sued them, and he still got back on. So, I mean. I don't think that's. I mean, I think maybe Blaine is probably reading too much into having to sign an NDA. Personally. But what's up, Cena?
Nothing much. I was just thinking about Sonic Feet, and honestly, I think if anybody was a true fan of not only Fishtank but Sonic the Hedgehog as a whole, I think they would rally together. Everybody should rally together as a big group, as a big gaggle of people. And go up to Jet Neptune and put a Sonic costume on him for season 6.
On Jet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Be kind of fun.
That's not my closing statement, but that is my starting statement. I have like a piece of paper here. Hold on, let me look at it.
Okay. Do you have like a real question?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
I'm just gonna kick you then. Thank you for the call. All right, that was interesting. What's up? Oh, didn't I already speak to Mark? Oh,
I'm muted, I swear.
Oh, okay, you tried to get on. I recognize your name. How are you, bud?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good. What do you want to talk about? A fish tank, obviously.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me? That's the point of this.
Well, questions for you. I actually kind of really appreciate all the content you put out. It's pretty
thank you.
I feel like you really take a humble take to it. You don't troll, like, you know what I mean? It's like very subjective. And
I try to like I don't know if this is what you meant, but like I try to like not be super involved with the community because I feel like people would eventually fucking hate me. I don't know. There's other, I'm not going to name names, but there's other people that were once loved that are now seemingly disliked. And I think it's because they're like too active. I don't know. I don't want to like overexpose myself. Is that what you meant?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just taking a standoff approach and just like giving a recap and not, putting your.
Well, I saw someone, ironically, I fucking log into Reddit for the first time in like a year. And it just happened to like pop up on my feed. Someone made like a meme about me, saying that like I just shut up and do the work, and that's why they appreciated me. And I was like, okay, I should probably like reflect on that and like carry that moving forward. Yeah, I just don't want to be like, and I don't want to just like be like too soy. I guess I don't want to. Everyone would hate, like that's why like I don't like sending chat messages on the site. People like ping me. I don't reply to them. It's not that I don't appreciate it. I just don't want to be like a character, It's why I generate like the one fucking time in 5 seasons I've bought one fish toy, which was I just dumped my wallet for Bashir, and like a lot of people were shitting on me for that, and I was like, what the fuck? I can't even buy like one thing. It's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah. So like one question I guess is like, what do you think they're gonna do next, and how did you feel about the shit mogging and how like Bashir was like friend take. We don't need any of that, and like Jet they like encouraged that, and that happened at the end of the season. I feel like they just mogged Bashir super hard with that.
Well, Friend Tank was very rejected by the fans. That's like I mean, they very clearly course corrected or tried to somewhat halfway through the season because people, it wasn't interesting. It just wasn't. And I think they even said that outwardly, that like they realized that a lot of things they were doing were just not interesting. What do I think about shit mogging? I mean, I don't think poo poo and pee pee needs to be included. It's funny. It's funny and it has its place, I guess. But like, if it's just poop and pee, it doesn't mean anything, and people would get like, you know. Listen, one of the funniest moments in season 4, I think one of the top tier Fishtank all time moments for me was Freddie dumping the entire bucket of piss on the floor and then wrestling to wrench in it. Like that was funny. It was just so insane. But like, if Fishtank just keeps escalating on that and just becomes like. Who could come on someone? Like it's just we're just literally this is gay porn now. We're watching gay porn. I know the meme is that it's a gay show, but it isn't actually. So let's maybe take a step back from that and do the pee pee poo poo sparingly. Yeah, I think the show should still fundamentally be about like torturing people and fucking with people, but I think there's just a smarter way to do it than just. So I agree with Bashir on that, but it isn't The Wire. I think that's kind of insane.
I do appreciate Bashir's calmness and like, but I feel like they needed to do more bits. Like production needed to like encourage more bits and more. But like my favorite part of the season was never die living, never die alive or something like in that whole thing. I feel like they could have done that a couple more times. That would have been awesome.
Super normie coded, but it reminded me of The Office where they like acted out Michael Scott's movie or whatever it was called, where he was like Michael Scorn or whatever. Is that it reminded me of that basically? And I was like, it was like very fun. Like was it stupid and was it over the top and goofy and probably did a lot of people say it was gay? Yes, but like it was a fun night. Like it was just fun to watch. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I just like that like content, you know, when everybody's working together and then it's like a build up where everybody works together and then production like makes them all fight each other, you know, like later on, and then they're like have this duality, you know. We were just best friends yesterday. Now we're, you know, it's so good.
Yeah, and like it actually it naturally did like bond repair. Like if you want to talk about how like having to do vibe repair, like it did it naturally. So, and that's actually probably something I should touch on now. I don't think anyone's asked me about it, but the amount of vibe repair was not good, and that I don't think was the fish's fault. I think production need to make things tighter. Like that was them being too loose basically, because they got stuck in this loop of everyone, some of the cast members going to basically outside of like Bashir and James Drake going to bed at like 8 a.m. fucking drunk. They'd wake up at 2. While some people woke up earlier. So now like sleep schedules are offset. Production have to stay up until the last person goes to bed, and they're probably drinking and shit at night. So they're waking up at fucking like 5 p.m. And now we're in this like weird loop where like, even though people have been awake for a while, like it takes a while for you to like get your energy at a good spot to like be performative. So like people would only catch their energy like at 10 p.m. at midnight. So like a lot of like the peak hours were just nothing was happening. And I think if you're not watching constantly and you're just tuning in at these moments where you expect something to be happening and it's just fucking vibe repair or people just sitting around not really doing anything, so you get this you know, this skewed version of what season 5 was, solely because everything was happening in like hours where most people are sleeping. So
I'm totally there for it, the whole ride. Like I love the whole ride, and you know what I mean? It's clicking through and seeing what everybody's doing, what everybody's talking about and stuff, and seeing all the TTSs everybody sends, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
like when Frank was doxing Alex, it's like, that's not even funny.
I feel
You know
like I
what
saw
mean?
someone say that in chat. What did Frank
Doxed both of Alex's addresses and was saying, "I'm at your house right now, raping your monkeys," and all this stuff. And
that
it's
came
just
from
like,
his account?
from Frank's account. And then he got banned. I don't know if he got. It was funny because it was gassing Alex up. He was like, you know, like Alex was sitting there in the pitch black room,
Oh my
couldn't leave the
God.
lab, and it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and Frank's just TTSing all this bullshit. It was really funny,
That
but it was
happened this
also
season
like,
or season 3?
yeah, this season.
I didn't
It was
even-
like 5 o'clock at night, and Frank was. It was
5
TTSing
a.m.?
It was like super.
Like 5 a.m.
Yeah,
that's what you
5,
meant.
4
Okay.
a.m. at night in the computer lab when Alex.
And that's when he was screaming about like murder?
No, this was the second time he was there. It was
Really?
the second.
I didn't know this.
And, yeah, and so I was because I watch like the whole time it's on, kind of. I don't, you know.
Yeah.
So not
wait, hold on.
healthy or anything, but
yeah. So this would have been like the last day, basically, at like 5 a.m.
it was really late. I don't know. It might have been the.
Because he came.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the last day.
Yeah, because he came back day 29, so it would have had to have been like early,
It
like
was-
5 a.m. of day 30.
But
'Cause
Frank, it was
in the-
super like when nobody or like they just had auto accept on TTS.
I did not know that till right now. Because like, so when I wake up in the morning, because I have to sleep, obviously. When I wake up in the morning, I grab all of the footage from the time I went to bed till the time I woke up, and then I'll scan through it visually because I'm scanning through hours of footage, right? So I'm scanning through it visually, and then like every time it looks like something interesting has happened, like I'll stop and listen at like 2 times speed, and then continue and whatever, and just try and like find something. And if I find a bunch of things that are interesting, I try to make a narrative out of it. But it just seemed like from what I scanned through, it was like just Alex B just kind of being Alex B, and I didn't think anything was different. I completely missed that. That's actually cool. I didn't know
He
that.
didn't really
till right now.
react to it.
Hmm.
He didn't react to it. He was just. I feel like Frank was like trying to like. It was almost like Frank was letting Alex know who's TTSing him. You know what I mean? He's like, only I would be able to. Only I would know this information and TTS this to you right now.
Yeah.
Kind of like shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny. It was. I don't know. I feel like the monkey fucking thing has kind of run its course.
Yeah, well, I mean, watching Alex B spiral out is always gonna be funny. It's never not
Dude,
funny.
he was like always taking his jacket and running to the fucking
Yeah,
bathroom. It's like, bro, there's no like that's odd. Like,
yeah, like
everybody
Laura,
who's done drugs knows what's going on.
yeah, like a Laura, you kind of have to get him out of there because he can't just be. It's just he's gonna just steal the show. It's just gonna be him, and so you can't really have that. But yeah, him crashing out is always funny. It's never not.
It's never not, yeah. But it was interesting seeing him after the show. He was with production, you know, Ben and Jet, and they were all chilling on the couch, and he was like actually really chill and normal, like.
Yeah, well, to his,
So it's like
to
I
his
understand
defense,
that he's playing it up a little bit when he's live.
well, to his defense, it's yes and no. Because I know him. Like I've spoken to him quite a bit, like off camera sort of thing.
Right.
And he maybe a little bit. He is like very content brained. He knows what's going to bring content, but at the same time, he's very he's like it's like flashes. Like he gets angry in the moment, but then like it's very easy to like reason with him afterwards, and he'll be like, "Oh man, I wish I thought about it like that at the time, man. I wish someone would have told me that." You know what I mean? So
Yeah, the ADHD brain.
yeah, for sure.
Which is like cool. Like I feel like he's self-aware.
A little
Thanks
bit.
for talking with me, bro. I know.
Yeah.
It seems like you want to get off.
Yeah, we're gonna move to the next one. I'm gonna take you can I'll just move you out.
Peace, bro.
Yep, take care, man. Tulip, before we bring in the next one, I'm just gonna take a quick fucking 1 minute break. I need to go get more water and stuff. When I come back, I'm just gonna re-chat for a little bit, so don't throw someone in right away. And that's it. We'll take a few more calls after that and call it a night. So just give me back. I'll be back in like 30 seconds, a minute.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible smith sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. I have seen him in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They have builded him an altar in the evening news and dance. I can read his righteous sentence by the dim and flaring lamps. His day is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible smith sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
We'll just stay here for a second. Any chat messages? Anyone in chat want to ask me questions while I'm here? We'll do this for a little bit. We'll just field some questions. I know there's a bit of a delay, so we'll just let this roll in. I can't, dude. I almost want to rename my channel fucking Nose Shadow. That's so funny to me. Did you see Bert paid $203 for Drake's shoes? I did see that. That's fucking funny. Kenny Hotz for host. Kenny Hotz would be a good choice, actually. That's a really good choice. I'm actually about to do a Kenny versus Spenny rewatch right now. Thoughts on production sound effects? That's what I think about production sound effects. It's too much. The sound effects suck. I don't think it's or very sparingly, like very occasionally. The music, though, I actually did enjoy the music choices. Music I thought was just too much music. If they had to just scale that back. Yeah, the sound effects was real. Isn't that interesting? We just hear this like 1,000 times. That's George Floyd dying. What's next for Cucumber Feet? I could show you. I'm not going to show it to you. It's just going to take too long. But basically, I'm working on a new documentary video about this guy named Ryan Wedding. He was a Olympic, it's been like over a month since I started researching this, but it's either snowboarder or skier, one of the two. I think snowboarder. Anyways, he was in the Olympics in 2002 for snowboarding and didn't do that well. I think he placed last actually in his event. And eventually his life kind of degraded and kept degrading. And he eventually got onto the FBI's top 10 most wanted list as like the #1 importer of cocaine for the Sinaloa cartel, and was eventually caught after he started murdering FBI informants. So very cool story. I want to get back on that. I'm going to jump back into that fully next week. But I definitely had started doing quite a bit of research on that already. And I've like mapped out his like organization and stuff so far. So yeah. What did I think about the Cell Challenge this season? Fucking sucked. Not good. And I think the idea... Well, I understand that they wanted to... not wean people out, but weed people out. Weed out the fucking borings that weren't really going to compete because they don't deserve money. That aspect of it I actually get, but like there was just no incentives for most of the challenges. Most of the challenges had zero incentive. There wasn't enough money passed out, I don't think. And so that definitely, it created Longhouse. if there's zero incentive to do good or bad in a challenge, really, especially for like a James Drake character that knows that he's not going to be eliminated unless if it's Bashir. All he has to do is make sure Bashir loses. It naturally builds Longhouse, and that's why he got that, and that's why James Drake walked out so early, because he's like, I don't need to be here. There's no like incentive for me. Was there even a prize for Cell? I don't even remember. This year. Was it like $1,500? Like, it was nothing. Immunity? Yeah, he didn't need immunity really, though. You know what I mean? So the shit led to the birth of Drake staying the hardest. Yeah, I didn't really care for that joke all that much. It didn't like blow me away. Thoughts on Laura? I mean, I answered this a million times. The short version is I liked her, and so did you. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Your fucking opinions suck, bitch. Bitch. Fuck. I didn't have the N-word queued up. Bitch. Nigger. Fucking goddamn bitch. Nigger. You know what I'm saying? Harlan Williams is overrated. Junos, thank you. Did Vamp fully transition? Harlan Williams thoughts. I think he's funny. I like him. Okay. These are kind of looping a bit. We'll take a couple more calls, but I do need to wake up for work tomorrow morning, and my brain's like fried right now. So we'll jump back into calls. Tulip, if you're still there. Thoughts on it? I like Alex Stein. I know a lot of people don't, but I do genuinely like Alex Stein. Finale, Vance Josie. What's up, Navarro? I feel like I recognize your name a little bit. I feel like we've spoken in the past, perhaps. You are, I think you're muting me. I think you're muting my audio. That's what it looks like. I think you're deafening me. I think you're definitely deafening me. Okay. Okay. Fish milk. I know fish milk. Are you
Yeah,
out?
bro.
How's it going, dude? Long time.
Let me just turn off. Yeah. So I had some pretty strong opinions on the season, but I was reading chat and listened to a lot of the callers, and I feel like a lot of people did. I wanted to get your take on a couple things I guess people didn't talk about so much.
Sure.
So, what did you think of her, like, as overall? I guess give her a rating, A to F as a character.
Who was the person? I missed the name of the person. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Anissa.
Anissa? Oh, fucking E, I guess. Like, she just didn't do anything. Like,
Yeah,
she
like
had potential, and like her final couple days where she knew like there was no reason to like hold back anymore, she did some fun things, but like, yeah, I think I liked her initially because of how fucking snarky she was with Bashir. Like immediately, as soon as she sat down and Bashir was like, "What's your name?" and she's like, "Anissa," and he's like, where is that from? She's like, "It's English." Like, just the way she was like such a bitch to him, I thought was so funny. But she never really like put the foot on the gas at all. So
True.
like, I would probably like her if I met her in person, but as like a competitor, yeah, she would kind of sucked.
And like, not to like jump around too much, the ending, I guess.
Mhm.
Do you think if you gave James Drake not the title of Fishtank winner, but just like $25K, and you gave the twins the whatever lesser amount and the title, I don't know, something like that? You know where I'm going with that? That's
I
kind of
don't
where
think
my mindset.
I don't think the twins deserved it.
I understand. I think Bashir and Landon deserved it more than James Drake, and I think you're right about the twins not deserving it so much.
Well, I think James Drake deserved it in that he went all out in every final, like all of the final challenges from the fishbowl. Like he went all out on every single one, whether he won or not. Outside of being racist, outside of that one, he went all out. So in that aspect, I think he deserved it. I think, and I feel like I said this earlier, but I think a lot of James Drake criticism comes with how he was handled by production and not him himself. They just didn't fuck with him, and they didn't push him, and they didn't put him in situations where he had to go beyond like he did in the fishbowl. And that's not his fault. They just let him run roughshod and kind of like do his thing. That's not his fault. That's production's fault.
I agree. He was a really hard competitor. That rug burn he gave himself in the arm was nasty. And
Yeah, like
yeah,
he literally pissed and shit himself within the span of minutes.
that was impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I really think they fumbled it because a lot of people, like I heard you say it was like maybe 4, maybe like around 3 and 4 as far as season rating goes. At the middle season mark, I had it like personally around like 2 and 3. I thought it had great potential, great cast of characters. Didn't know where it was going really, and of course it's easy to be like the backseat quarterback in the freaking Monday pilot and be like, oh yeah, I could have done this, could and that. I just think like you said with the songs, I did musicals in high school, and even I found the songs maddening at some point.
Where's
After the
Swastika,
15th one, I
nigga?
was
Hell,
listening to
Hitler,
the
nigga.
stream, and I was like, come on, guys. The sound effects were, I'm a little bit like Zoomer brain, so I feel like the sound effects didn't bug me as much. But I can imagine for like the actual audio, like when they go to make it clip form the clips into a show, it's gonna be kind of hard to get like original audio with you fawing and sound affecting your own original. Like,
Well,
I don't know.
they for sure have 2 different audio feeds, one that's clean and one that has all the shit on top.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because like if you just go onto the cameras, like that's only on director's cam. So like for instance, partway through the season, I was like, oh, if I buy the XL pass, I gotta fucking remember to cancel that before it charged me another $60. But if I buy the XL pass, I have access to the hand cams directly without Mince DJing on top of it. So then I did that.
Huge.
Yeah, so I did that. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is actually gonna be better for the viewers. Yeah. Oh, I just got a super chat. Thank you. Fuck, could you guys have normal names? Zayama Zero. What do you think about the night the cams went down and Bam got rushed out? Figured that was bait and switched to steal the twins' candy and let blame blah blah. I mean, they could have just brought the cams down in that one room. So I don't know what happened. I think it was a lot less serious than everyone thinks, and just because there is mystery, that's why you think it's like a big thing. But like, I don't think anything really happened. I just I don't think it's that like crazy. It could be, but I don't know. So it's what I'm just saying. I'm just saying shit at this point. But thank you for the super chat.
No, you're good. By the way, again, thank you for all the clipping you do and all the work you put in the season every single morning, just like these guys. I'm like, oh, let's see Cucumber Feed's synopsis of the night.
Yeah.
And I also didn't see that Frank Hassel thing with Alex. It missed me completely too. So like,
Yeah.
you're not the only one who missed that one. I guess like my last question would be like just to kind of like summarize it. Do you think Fishtank as a show itself, and I heard you touch on this earlier, has its own identity beyond Sam and Frank? And I kind of like not really them as characters, kind of like the idea that they bring, the fan base obviously that MDE brings. Do you think it can break away? Does it want to break away?
It does want to break away. I mean, I feel like they've been pretty explicit about that they want to break away. But like I've said this earlier a bunch of times, but like it's just you can't change things fundamentally and replace it with things that are worse though. That's where the problem is. And those things become much more apparent when you're changing all of them at the same time. Then it's much easier to realize like, oh, these things that they replace it with suck. If you replace fucking like one wheel on a car and the wheel's all fucking jacked up, the new one you put on, like you might still be able to ride it to the next gas station to like replace it with a good one and then move on to the next wheel. But if you replace all 4 wheels with fucking fucked up square wheels, it's like you're not going to be able to drive. So
even if you have a Yokohama tire on one of them, if the other one's a spare, it does not matter. And I feel like that's what was wrong with this season. And an analogy.
Yeah, it's just too many big things changed too quickly, and the things they replaced it with weren't good. And I don't think you need Sam, and I don't think you need Frank necessarily, but I do think he's sorely missed when you don't have Sam. Like if Sam was still there and they didn't bring back Frank, like it wouldn't be this. You know what I mean? It's like I don't think people would have complained as much, but when you have both, it's kind of fucked up. And then it's all the other like core value shit that was there that they swapped out. Like there was no real character growth. all of the like hard edges. And this is like the weirdest part for me too. It's like all the hard edges were sanded down and made more smooth for a kick audience. But then they also still say the N and F slur, which I can't personally for YouTube reasons. But it's like that's just one, pick a lane, because if you're gonna make it you know, if you're gonna make this stream for 15-year-olds, just make it for fucking 15-year-olds. But then like you can't like do both. But then like also it's like, why still include that even? Because like it's not edgy. I don't even think those fucking words are edgy anymore. It's like they're like passe at this point. We need new slurs. Like I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but it's like I'm just kind of. It's like I feel like the N-word has become almost too normalized. It has no bite anymore.
Sure. Well, thank you again, my man. You're the best, and I look forward to the future content too. It sounds like some awesome stuff for the Kenny versus Spenny.
Oh, that was just me personally. I'm just rewatching Kenny versus Spenny. No, I can't. You can't. I've watched Kenny versus Spenny on stream before. Maybe I should make a Kenny versus Spenny video. Whatever. I have watched it on stream before, and it was taken down by copyright. So I don't know. I don't even know if I could. I would have to like make a test thing, like make like a small chapter and see if I get hit with copyright strike. But that's actually a good idea. I should probably do that. Might do that.
Awesome. Well, you have a great night, man.
Take care. You too. Take care. Nice talking to you.
Thank you, brother. Peace out.
Yeah. Okay. What's up?
Yo, sorry about that.
That's all good.
Yeah, so I hit that super chat earlier, and I name dropped your nemesis, and I feel kind of bad. But basically the idea is that
it's fine. It's fine. I just it's fine that like I don't know. I don't care that people have opinions or they want to say that I mog, you know, XYZ. I just don't want to say it publicly just because it just seems like kind of corny to me. I don't want to start like beefing with people over who's the best Fishtank recapper. Like that's just kind of, for me that's kind of lame.
You're totally right. You're totally right.
As a fan, you can say whatever you want. It's just like I'm not gonna like put myself in that situation.
The irony is that the thing I name dropped was like a video essay about like Big Brother like archetype comparisons, and I'm like, okay, whatever. She's a obsessive Floyd, right? So she has the reality show angle. High testosterone Fishtank fan, cucumber feet. He's got the wrestling angle, right?
That's what she said.
No, that's my opinion.
Oh, okay, that's your opinion. Okay, I thought that was a quote. Sorry, that would have been funny.
No, but I just realized like season 5 has like so many like well, I realized it more during season 5, but the show in general, obviously there's heels and faces, but there's like, especially since season 3, there's like spots, and it's like, okay, there's like, you're gonna do this, then you're gonna do that.
Yeah,
like,
well,
okay,
season 1 and 2 had those as well, but they just didn't explicitly tell you that.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
It was happening off camera.
There's like short-lived characters. There's there's like, is so-and-so gonna come back?
Yeah,
like this could all change once so-and-so other more powerful person, but like not the main event guy comes back.
So like for me, because I mean I haven't watched it in like a couple years now, but like I was a pro wrestling fan majorly, and that's why I found Fishtank so enticing. Was like, oh, this is just like pro wrestling, just like a different flavor of it is being done in like a different medium. So I think that's where, like, now that you're saying that is making me realize, I think a giant reason why there was like a disconnect for me with the first 2 weeks and then trying to make it like a real reality show was like they were trying to make it the UFC, and it's like, no, you're pro wrestling, you're not the UFC. I don't want it to be the UFC. It doesn't really work.
That makes sense. What else do I have in this little list here? So yeah, I don't know if off-season video essay, it could be a thing, like comparison. I saw this I don't know if you saw this. Someone did an edit of some old WrestleMania promo, but they used like James and Bashir clips and the same music.
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
you saw that. It was really sick.
I didn't see it. No.
I'll send that on Twitter or something. Also, I think the finale was kind of a controversial take. I think it was Neptunian Kino. Straight up. I think that whoever wins that challenge will have completed their arc to win the season. Either A, James Drake, heel turn, like actual evil, like could ruin his acting career task, or the twins actually team up. Because the first week, I'm just like, oh yeah, they're gonna win. It's like two Josies. How do you beat that?
It was
right?
Yeah, it seemed like they were.
And then they drifted apart.
Mm-hmm.
They like got weaker as the season went on.
Mm-hmm. I can kind of agree with that, but I don't think
if they teamed up.
I just
if they strategized, they could have won.
No,
easier.
I'm agreeing with what your take on what the storyline was leading into it, but I don't think they did a good enough job explaining that to the audience, and I think it was just it felt rushed in last minute. Those character arcs felt rushed in last minute. I think if they probably spent more time building that up, people would have been more invested. But just James Drake didn't really get pressed up until the final challenge. So within that challenge, he had to become the villain. But you don't even have to spend the entire season. But I mean, if you spent a week leading up to it and leading up to all these moments where he had to keep pushing himself a little further and getting further away from, the good Christian boy that he started as. Yeah. And if it was this earned thing, then the payoff would have been more. But I think it probably went over a lot of people's heads too, just because I don't think it was explained well enough. But I didn't even really think about the twins drifting apart until you said it. But now that you're saying, I'm like, oh yeah, I agree with that. That actually is a narrative. But to me, it was more just the twins giving up on themselves. And now that you're saying that, I'm like, yeah, Bingo was the leader of that. Bongo definitely had a more positive attitude, and they were kind of turning on themselves. But it wasn't I think it just wasn't well delivered narratively.
Yeah. During the final challenge, people talk about rigging. I think they just wanted a finale. They just kept it's like, oh wait, let's tilt the rules to whoever's losing. Some people were complaining about on Twitter about James Drake. It's like, oh yeah, next challenge, who has the most testosterone?
Yeah,
Well, he clearly locked in on his own. He would have won these challenges against anyone just because.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, there was challenges that were rigged against him to give Bingo and Bongo points.
Yeah,
exactly, to make them catch up. So,
couple more things, then I'll get off.
Yeah,
One
I'm just gonna because before I lose this, I just want to read this super chat. Thank you for the $5, Rabui. Amazing recaps as always. Would you ever do what happened to all the fish from season XXS videos a year or so after each one ends? I want to do Fishtank content, and I know a lot of people would love that, but I get so burnt out on the show once it ends. I actually just want nothing to do with it. Maybe I just need to fucking bite my tongue and grin and bear it and make some kind of Fishtank video again. But yeah, and it was season 3, 4, 5. I'm so burnt out on the show. I don't even love the show anymore. To me, it's more of a job watching it. I still like it, but I'm not in love with it the way I was in season 1 and 2. So there's no passion there for me. Or it's not I hate it. I'm just I'm not in love with it the way I was back in the day. Because watch the same fucking eat pizza. Have pizza be the only thing you eat for 30 days straight, and it's not even you're just eating it for 30 days straight, but you're constantly eating it every minute of the day for 30 days, from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed. You just you get burnt out on it. So that's why I don't do Fishtank content in the off season. I probably should, I just don't physically want to. So, and also every time I think about Fishtank, I have weird, I don't want to say PTSD because that would be me being dramatic, but PTSD, flashbacks, some fucking shell shock flashbacks where to me it's I every time I think about Fishtank in the off season, I get just little
it's like a helicopter sounds and
well, no, it's just I get that little surge of it's 7 a.m. and is my channel going to be deleted? Those are the things that come back to me, the stress things that you guys don't know about. Those are the little moments I think about when I think about Fishtank. That's what it's eternally associated with for me. Oh my gosh. So yeah, because it's just
now I feel bad. I'm
no, it's okay. It's okay.
Maybe Frank isn't the Undertaker, I guess.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I also don't want to sound like I'm bitching, So it's just what it is. That's just how I feel,
So yeah, that I guess which character and which wrestlers have been which contestants is the best.
Oh, this person is that person sort of thing. Yeah, I mean that might be like a fun thing to do on stream too, just like or like a do like the Fishtank
Tier
ranking.
maker.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
And
is there a Fishtank foot list? I'm sure like who's the fish feed or whatever? They probably have one. Rank everyone's feet.
Probably.
Binks at the bottom for sure.
Yeah, Bert only high A, not S. I know, very controversial. The last thing is a buddy of mine is like super into wrestling, and every Saturday night he would show me clips of SmackDown, and I would show him clips of Fishtank.
Oh, hell
That was
yeah.
like a routine the last month.
Nice.
So yeah. All right, I'll hop off. Yeah, keep on keeping on, man.
All right, thanks you. I appreciate it. All right, Tulip. Let's do 2 more because I'm like kind of fried here. I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll do 2 more. The penultimate guest of the show. You're either muted or you have me muted or something. Something needs to change here. Okay. Oh, Scarlett, what's up, dude? Long time no speak. Susie was fantastic. Susie is the worst of all time. I fucking hated Susie with a passion. And I let that slip a couple times in the recaps. I tried so hard not to hate on her, but I hated Susie. I wanted her to die. Every time she was on screen, I wanted the camera to not reach her eye level. I couldn't stand. Anyways, hey, how's it going, dude? Long time no speak.
Buddy. Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. Yeah, the classic. Yeah.
Dude, it just naturally just comes out sometimes. I don't even think about bringing it out.
Okay.
So what was your favorite moment of the season? By the way, if I say anything, just skip over it.
Okay, it's all good. Favorite moment. It's like it all kind of blurs together. I mean, Alex B. Yeah. The sucker push line that got me to my core.
Yeah.
Shook me to my core. I'm gonna keep saying that for the rest of my life. You fucking sucker pushed me. It's so funny.
Go ahead.
No, continue. I'm trying to think.
Mine was Blaine when it was his first day.
Yeah.
And someone like said something on TTS like, you want to talk about like all this like porn that you have? And he was like, yeah, I have it, whatever.
That's the only way to deal with it. Literally, and like people, and he was so likable that people completely forgot that he was into like lolicon or whatever. People were like, yeah, it's fine. Who gives a fuck?
That was the best part for me.
Yeah, my favorite part with like moments like that is like also Fishtank fans are like the biggest fucking degenerates. It's like, really, you're the one gonna be purity testing. He watches weird porn. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think of like a good moment with like the fish. I mean, the wire moment's a big one for me. With like in the hallway with Ben and Bashir, where he's like, this we don't need to throw piss and shit. This could be the wire. This isn't the fucking wire, man. Calm down.
Yeah.
That's very good.
That was a wild game.
Yeah. I mean, Laura did a lot of physical bits. I think like almost Laura just needed to talk less and she would have been more funny. There's a lot of physical things. It's crazy she's never seen the show. And maybe this is also to give props to the camera people, but like there was a lot of very cinematic Laura shots. Cause when I was scrolling back through shit to make the final montage, like I'm seeing things at like hyper speed because I'm just scrubbing through, but I'm also scrubbing through like the best moments, right? So like I'm getting to see things from like a new angle, and like there's a lot of moments with Laura that are like super cinematic that like she wasn't trying, you know what I mean? Like just her like Jet with on the robot, so good, so good. Also, fuck Antenna, fuck her.
Antara?
Yeah, I wanted her to, dude. People hated that I wouldn't name her, but then it just became a bit. I don't think I ever said her name correctly once the entire time. But like, whatever. I was like, I'm not going to retain her name. This is knowledge I don't need. It's fucking useless.
my wife. It pissed my wife off every time you said it, and you said it wrong. She's like, "No, it's Itara."
Yeah, no, because I got so many comments on like the first video where like I just kept saying different shit that I was like, okay, well now I got to keep doing it. I tried to do that with Bam Margera too, because someone like I just like it wasn't like I did it on purpose, but like I mispronounced his name on the first day or whatever, and there's a ton of comments. So I just kept saying it more and more fucked up, but people stopped commenting about it, so I kind of just let it go.
She didn't notice that one. That was
Yeah,
funny.
no, yeah. I call him Bam Margera. Just like, anyways, whatever. It's whatever.
So, where exactly do you keep your condom if you don't keep it in your small pant pocket?
Wallet. Well, number one, no
keep it in your
condoms. I mean, no. Number one, raw dog for life. But number two, wallet. That's where you keep it.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's
I got that one
that's
too.
how a normal human carries a condom. You don't, dude, in your fucking your change pocket. That's fucked up. No.
Carry it in your like belly flap.
Okay. Well,
titty flap?
yeah. Well, maybe me now, but I need to fucking go back to the gym. Fuck. I'm so out of shape right now. Oh, thank you for the $2, by the way, Grimsby. Flubbing your bishop. Thank you. That was his comment. Not. Might have been weird for you, but.
All right. I'm joking. What do you think of how aggressive the show has started to turn? For example, like Ben messing up Landon or like Doorgate.
Ben messing. What's the Ben? Oh, him punching him?
Yeah, like wrestling him when he was like dead drunk.
Well, they were trying to make him TJ, and it didn't work out. But that's what that was. Like I didn't get it at the time, but like in hindsight, looking back, I was like, oh yeah, they were just trying to make him TJ, but it didn't really work out. So that was kind of like necessary as much like I and also I feel like TJ got it way worse than Landon. So I don't even
for sure.
Yeah, he got beat up by Ben. He got beat up by Sam Hyde. He got beat up by Taylor. He got beat up by Jimmy, but he only won to Jimmy because he started spurging out and got kicked out again. So like he only beat Shinji because Shinji gassed out. So it made for like a cinematic moment, but like TJ got it way worse than Landon. I don't know where like the Ben hate came from. I thought that was dude, he's fine. I don't know, maybe if people like don't watch like combat sports a lot, but like most of those were body shots. He hit him in the head once, maybe twice, and I think even that it caught him in the shoulder. So like it really wasn't that bad. He didn't even fuck him up that bad. It just looked violent.
I think Ben and Jet, just a lot of people were just mad about Sam.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
They put themselves like way too much in the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
And so people just hated it.
Yeah, no, I mean, even I was getting more hate than usual. Usually I get some because that's whatever, it's Fishtank. But even me, I felt it. I was getting a lot more hate than usual. And the things people were saying were like for the most part, there was some of it that was like legitimate and then I tried to correct. But most of it was like just like emotional nothing. I'm like, oh, they're not even mad at me really. They're probably just mad at the show and taking it out at me because I'm in front of them. You know what I mean? And they're trying to get a rise out of me. But like, yeah. I was even getting more than usual, which was like kind of interesting.
Yeah. Do you have any interviews planned or are you wanting to do any? I know you just talked about you don't want to do anything after.
No, I want to do interviews because those are kind of fun at the very least. Well, Alex B asked me, so there's that. I should probably follow up with them and just pick a day. I messaged Bashir. Bashir's the one I want to get the most.
Yeah.
He didn't reply to me though. So if you guys want to DM Bashir and tell him to reply to me, that'd be nice. I mean, I did send him fucking 17 pieces of candy or whatever. And there's others I would like to do. There's the Kindred Tulip who's helping me out tonight because I'm very like the one thing I'm very bad at is like socializing and like reaching out to people. I'm just bad at that shit. So she's gonna help me out with that. So we're gonna get some. We're gonna get some. I don't know who, and I don't want to make any promises, but I mean like I would like James Drake. I would like to interview the twins. I would like to interview Landon. Like there's definitely some people. I would even like to interview Blaine. I think maybe There's people I would like to talk to for sure.
If you can do that, Kindred, thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
I can't do everything. I need help on some things. Mog by Bash? Fuck you guys. They're saying Bash mogged me.
This was something for us, but I went ahead and my wife and we watched Vice Principals off your recommendation we had last time.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Hell yeah, dude. Vice Principals awesome. I love that show.
Yeah, it was a very good show.
Yeah.
And then I just wanted to say thank you for being the best Jew that recaps Fishtank.
Okay, well, that was not Jewish. Uncalled for. Uncalled for. All right, Tulip, let's do one more, and then we'll call it a night. You are the last caller, Adrenaline Flux. This is going to be the last one.
Hey.
What's up, buddy boy? You're the last one.
Can you hear
So, yep. A lot of pressure for you,
Okay.
not for me.
I'm sorry about that. Hey, so thank you first off for everything you do.
Yep.
Obviously, you are super appreciated.
Yep.
And I understand that you're kind of like off the show a little bit. It breaks the illusion of, the audience member when you're always editing and looking at stuff. But hopefully you can enjoy the show a little bit more in the future. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't to be clear, I don't hate the show.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's just there's an aspect of it that's a job to me now. So it's just that. And it's like the show isn't, I know a lot of people watch the show for like many hours in a row, but I mean, it's not really supposed to be consumed for, fucking 18 hours a day every day for 30 days. That's like an insane way to do it. So like I'm doing it in a way that's not like intended either,
Of course, it's like you're a myth of Sisyphus. But
Yeah.
I do have a question anyway. So compared to the other seasons, was it easier to find plot lines this season? Because I'm trying to get a feel of how production has tried to adapt.
It kind of felt like there was none, honestly.
Mhm.
There like towards the end there were like some like Alex B versus Bert. Within the fish bowl there was James Drake trying to overcome his moral code. There was the twins trying to do something, like actually try for the first time. There was like land, but there were like some, but there was actually, I would say there's less than normal. Because I mean, for the first 2 weeks, they really did try to make it like a challenge based show, which it's not. It's a comedy show that has challenges in it. That's kind of like mimicking what a reality show is, but it's not a reality show.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know if it's just production. Obviously, production is listening to the fans a little bit, but I know mid-season, Ben was like, you know what? I'm not listening to any of you anymore. We're just making a show that we want to make in the mid-season. So I wonder if that played a huge role in how it felt like, I don't know, especially with like the freeloaders and stuff getting kicked out so quickly, Laura overstaying. It did kind of feel like it was a little off the hinges. So
yeah, well, I think well, yes, it was for sure. And I know I constantly get criticism for fucking glazing production because you're trying to be part of production. Literally never tried to talk to them in my life, but I'll say this, I actually can like empathize with them a little bit because like making shit's super difficult. And if you're for them, they're in this position where they needed to have a home run and they didn't, and the amount of like hate towards them that they got, like it's almost like it would be almost impossible to like cipher through like all the mean shit and like actually try and understand where you're going wrong in that situation. Like it's almost impossible. So for them to say like, you know what, fuck you guys, we're just gonna make the show we want to make, it's like, yeah, if they're constantly if they're just constantly reading through this endless sea of negativity that's like uninterpretable because it's just so much, and they're like trying to base their show off something they don't even fully understand, and it's making them upset and depressed, and that's making the cast upset and depressed, which is only making the fans more upset and depressed. It's just like this endless cycle. So it's like, regardless of what the outcome of this thing is going to be, it's just within everyone's best interest for us to just make the thing we want to make. So I kind of on some level actually agree with that. I think that was probably the right move for them.
Yeah, I do agree as well. Because
I think the product did get better after they did that. I don't think it was, at previous season levels, but I think if I'm just putting myself in their position outside of how whatever you feel about them or the show, if I'm them, I think probably the only move they could have done was like, say, fuck it, we're gonna make this thing and just ride it to the end. But I do think they need to have like a serious team meeting and either push forward with being normies and just go full normie and just say goodbye to your old fans and that's just it, band-aid off. Or if you're gonna try and keep the old fans around, have like a serious production meeting of like how to like actually handle things moving forward.
Yeah, I always like when they put their foot down. I would much rather prefer they do stuff like that than try to continue pandering. This audience is actually incessant and not, like you said, it's a mixed bag. Everyone has an opposite opinion of everyone else, it seems. It's always 50-50 split.
Yeah, well, I think season 3, I can tell you because I actually have pretty good insight to this. It's not like, you know, the biggest sample size, but like I have, you know, whenever I put out a season of Fishtank, I have a lot of people in the comment section, right? And I have a lot of people who DM me. I have people on my Discord. So like I have like a pretty good overview of like what the Fishtank fan base is and who they are. And I could tell you just from experience, season 3 saw a pretty big uptick in newbies. Season 4, it was weird. There was almost zero growth. I felt like it felt like just all returning fans. The people from season 3 returned, and a lot of those season 3 people replaced, you know, season 1 and 2 fans. But there were still a lot of season 1 and 2 fans. And season 5, there was a lot of normies. There's like, if you notice, even pretty early on in the recaps, I actively started addressing, if you're a new fan, if you've never seen the show before, if you're a new reviewer, like I would say that a lot, because that was literally just from like, I was like, holy shit, there's like a lot of new people here. And I would say my overall viewership was pretty stagnant, right? It wasn't much bigger than the previous 2 seasons. Okay, so that probably means around the same amount of people are watching it. But I had a giant influx in subscribers. Like, you know, I wasn't like a huge channel, but I think I was at like 33,000 and I'm at like 43, 42, somewhere around there. So like I had like a pretty big influx in subscribers, meaning that's a lot of new people. So like season 5, there was a ton of new people that are on board, and a lot of the older fans, I would assume, probably left. And that's why you're seeing such a big divide, because it's like 2 completely different fan bases of the same thing, and it's going to be impossible to appease both of them. So that's what I'm saying. Like you kind of have to pick a lane. You can't do both, or it's just going to make things worse for both of them.
For sure. Yeah, and thanks for the insight on that. That's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't plan on keeping it for long. I did have 2 really specific questions for yourself. So
Sure.
the first one is about JD's girlfriend. JD. Also with the production thing, I agreed with all that, except I do hate Mince, and he sucks. But JD's girlfriend, the letter he got, I believe, this is my conspiracy, is that the letter he received was it was a fake letter. So he read it out loud as if he knew he had a girlfriend, and then whoever wrote the letter, they were colluding to kind of cover for him. And because in the letter it said,
Can I just slow you down real quick? Are you saying like it was just a random person, or like are you implying that she actually knew him but wasn't his girlfriend? I just need to know what your theory is.
I think that they knew each other, but she wasn't his girl.
That I would actually, I might actually agree with that, and I might have some evidence that points to that, but you can continue.
Okay, yeah, because well, the final thing that pushed me over was, he read the letter and then he read it out loud, and the first thing in the letter was, "Hey JD, this is your girlfriend, blah 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 blah," and it was like, why would his girlfriend write a letter and the first thing she says is, "Hey, it's your girlfriend," and then start talking about, you know, how he can adapt to what's going on and stuff. It just felt like, because I watched Big Brother too, it felt like one of those scenarios where they send stuff in and help them out.
Okay. Yeah. Well, she was pretty active in the basement group chat, actually, and so like a lot of her things were like leaked, and Jet would reply to her constantly. So she became like a figure. If you were like on Twitter, right? There was like a whole narrative going on with her, like behind the scenes almost. And then like she had sent that letter way earlier in the day, and like kept saying, I think she may have even sent it the day before, and kept saying that like production were like blocking her, but I think it was more just like they couldn't find a good time to like do it because they knew it might be his end, so they were trying to find like a natural point to give it to him. And fuck, I don't even remember what it is because my fucking mind got wiped on it a little bit. But are you guys seeing this? No. Okay, I'm just looking through my DMs right quick. But I'm pretty sure someone sent me something that blah, 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 blah. I'm just trying to read through this real quick. I don't know, whatever. I'm too tired. Someone sent me something that would like imply that that she wasn't.
I don't know if
actually
she would be able to divulge that later or whatever format you choose, but that would be interesting.
I don't want, unless if it's like public knowledge, I won't really talk about it. I generally like I don't like to like, I don't know. That's kind of fucked up to me. Like revealing
fair
people's,
enough.
like
It's just
personal
stupid
shit.
anyway. Like
Because there's no way for me to like verify if it's true. So now I'm just spreading rumors. So like I don't really want to. Yeah, but I don't know. I remember just reading something someone sent me where it did kind of imply that JD's girlfriend, quote unquote, was like the trans person, which might be that Alex person. Both of them kept referencing. That's like a theory that I've seen other people have too. So.
Interesting. And the gay plot thickens. Okay, anyway, thanks for entertaining that. And the last question is really about more the meta of the show. What do you think about the alcohol? I feel like there was a lot more alcohol this season than usual, and that kind of threw me for a loop, especially with people like Landon who don't really know how to navigate alcohol, I feel.
Yeah.
But just overall, I feel like people were drunk like more often than usual this season.
Yep. I think that's a plus. I think for a
okay,
reality,
we may not have gotten the sucker push.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of moments. All the good moments, everyone was drunk. I think, I think it's a reality show. You need people in a heightened state. You don't want people as natural. You don't want to just watch people being natural because that's uninteresting. And for a reality show, quote unquote, context. So yeah, having them be fucked up, it makes them just make decisions they wouldn't usually, which is kind of what you want. And I've said this earlier, the only like issue with that is they didn't like hard wrangle their bedtimes where like you have to go to bed now. So people were just literally on an average night, the last person to go to bed was 6 a.m. and on a late night it was like 10 a.m. So it's like, what the fuck are we doing here? This is like, but like then they would stagger people's bedtimes. James Drake went to bed at 3 a.m., but Landon went to bed at 10 a.m. That's you can't have that. It's like it's too much.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
Okay. But thanks for your time, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Hell yeah. Appreciate it, my guy. Thank you. All right, Tulip, that's going to be it for the calls. I have to wake up tomorrow morning. So thank you all for watching. Any quick chat? Anyone in the chat have any questions right quick before I call this a night? Or you guys bored of me? Any quick chat questions? Doesn't look like it so far. Just wait for them to come in. Ideas for season 6. Nazi death camp. Actually, hold on. Do I have a desktop thing open? Screen cap? Okay, I do. I want to see, if you've ever seen the movie, I'll just explain it. If you've ever seen the movie The Great Escape, that would be pretty sick. A little POW prison camp where there's 2 sets of fish, quote unquote. Some of them are prisoners and some of them are guards. And the goal for the prisoners is to escape, and the goal for the guards is for them to not. And it is Nazi themed. And maybe you could do some Nazi zombie stuff in there. That'd be kind of cool. Shawshank? No, not Shawshank. Literally The Great Escape. The greatest movie of all time. Unironically. It's in my top 10. It's an older movie. It's from like the 60s, but it's very fucking good. Good night. Well, good night to you too, Jeb. Did I make decent money? Yes. Are you Jewish? No. I'm Ukrainian. So there's... Ukraine can go either way with the Jews. A lot of them aren't if you've ever seen their military, not very pro-Jew. And if you're familiar with World War II as well, the whole the Bolsheviks didn't do them right. The Holodomor and all that. Do you think Sam has a personal issue with Jet? No, probably not. It's probably just he wants to do other shit. Thoughts on 33? I don't know what that means. Cucumber looks like David Thewlis. I don't know who that is. Are you a commie Californian? Worse, Canadian. But I'm based in right wing though. Fuck the libtards, dog. I don't read Russian, so whatever that was. Love the videos. Thank you. Thoughts on 88? It's like 33, but more. Sundial No Shadow. Fuck, dude, I might need to rename my fucking YouTube channel Sundial No Shadow. That I honestly, all I can think about is fucking No Shadow now. Holy shit, that's the funniest thing anyone's ever said about me. Drag aim, lol. I don't know what that means. Great Escape is classic. Fuck yeah. If you want to watch an old movie, watch that. Is Landon related to Opie? You from Ontario? I'm from Nunavut. I'm currently in Nunavut. Okay, I think that's gonna be good. I think that's all right. Thank you all for watching. Would I ever freeload? Fuck no, fuck that. I don't want to be, people would hate me. The more you see me, the more you'd hate me. So no, I would never go on the show in a million years. It would be my death nail. Everyone would fucking revolt against me. It'd be the dumbest thing I could possibly do. Is it just you doing the recaps? Yes, it's a one-man team. I think the more people you have, that just any mechanism that has more moving parts, there's going to be more points of failure. And because you have to move so quickly, I think it would be a bad idea. So that's that. Have a good night. If you didn't jump in the call, I'll probably do another solo one, probably just one more. Maybe this week. We'll see. I'm very fucking tired and I've yet to have like a full day to relax. So I do need that. I do. But maybe I'll do one Friday or tomorrow or something or whatever. We'll think about it. But definitely next week we'll get some interviews. Alex B lined up, so get ready for that. I'm gonna try and lock in more. But thank you all for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the chat messages. And have a good night, y'all.